They stand before the people as manipulators, controlling power. Now I'm on the elevator. Truth lies, we holding up a detonator. Cut the beat, go dog. We the regulators.
Welcome to Call of Duty Next, live from the Capitol. Today, we cut the tape and open the dossier. We have a packed show for you today with an exclusive look at all things Black Ops 6, including our first ever deep dive on multiplayer.
Get ready for the world premiere of the all-new Black Ops 6 Zombies map, Liberty Falls. We also give you the drop on all things Warzone.
We're taking you to Area 99, and we're taking over 200 global creators with us.
Welcome to Call of Duty Next. This is Black Ops 6.
The creators have arrived. The game is loading up. It's time to introduce you to Black Ops 6 multiplayer.
Pre-order the Vault Edition and get the Hunters vs. Hunted Operator Pack, the Mastercraft Weapon Collection, the Season 1 Black Cell Bundle, and more.
See, nobody's paying attention to us.
Oh, buddy, that was one hell of a trailer. Welcome, 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 everyone. I'm your host, Golden Boy, and this is Call of Duty Next, the official reveal of Black Ops 6 multiplayer. Of course, I'm joined here at the desk by Stephanie Snowden. You got the Senior Director of Studio Communications here, and man, I can't wait to see what we have in store today. Black Ops is a special place in my heart. It was the first esport that I ever got to cast, so this is a great experience, and this is freaking wild, Steph.
It's amazing all around. The energy in here is incredible, but it's been a long time since we have had the opportunity to talk about a new Black Ops game out in the world.
Hell yeah.
And damn does it feel good to be here ready to reveal Black Ops 6. We've got some incredible developers who are going to be joining us at the desk throughout the day. Lots of new to talk about, and even the opportunity for you to earn some new loot just for tuning in.
It's as simple as that. Make sure you stay tuned throughout the day, as you will have a chance to unlock in-game rewards for Black Ops 6 just by watching this stream. That's all you got to do on the official Call of Duty Twitch and YouTube channels. And you can see the
I see
awesome
tiger
things.
stuff.
A lot
I
of
want it.
tigers. You know, tight like a tiger, all across it. All right, folks. And now go ahead and if you're in chat as well, make sure you're out there taking a look. There's some details up there on the chats for both Twitch as well as YouTube, so you can get up to date on everything. But there is so much to talk about here today, and we're not. This isn't like hyperbole. Like there's a ton of stuff to dive into.
Big show. We're diving in, and I am thrilled to welcome the multiplayer team from Treyarch to the desk. We have Matt Schranz, Brittany Perello, and Joanna Long. Guys, I get to see you all the time at the studio. I feel very fortunate for that. But we're here to talk. Here to talk about the world to Black Ops 6.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Yeah, all right. Well, let's just dive right into this. I keep saying dive. Look at that. I have something on the mind. I can't
what
seem to
that
figure out.
is?
That might be some Omni movement. Oh, boy. Now, we're about to see some live Black Ops 6 gameplay in just a little bit. And as I had already alluded to, Omni movement is going to be the talk of the town. Matt, why don't you tell us, what we should be expecting with this new movement option that's going to be coming to Black Ops 6, because it really does feel like it is changing the game. I'm seeing these players absolutely decimate.
Yeah, it's insane. I mean, you said it. They're going to be able to dive right in. They're going to be able to slide right in. They're going to be able to sprint right in. Whatever they want to do, Omni movement will unlock that ability.
In any direction.
In any direction. To your
Omni.
heart's desire. Omni. That's what that means.
We've been hearing about Omni movement since reveal. We got to talk about it a little bit in the direct. But today is the first time we're actually seeing it live, happening all around us in action. Matt, how do you expect the streamers to be showing off Omni movement today?
I've caught a few glimpses of some screens, and I don't think they're going to have any problem. These are all very good players. I fully expect diving out of windows, rotating backwards, and taking out enemies in all 360 degrees.
All the action hero glory today. And you can feel it for yourself starting in just a couple of days in our multiplayer beta.
Yeah, that's right, folks. So you pre-order Black Ops 6 or subscribe to select Game Pass plans, you can get early access to Black Ops 6 multiplayer beta now starting in 2 days. That's August 30th. And don't forget to preload the beta starting today. We have the technology, so preload it.
Yeah,
Get in there.
and also get those juicy rewards.
Yeah.
But Brittany, speaking of beta, you and the team have been very busy because you're talking about maps. We got a lot of them lined up for launch. Let's take a look.
We got all the maps.
We've got maps.
Yeah.
We've got maps.
Oh
We've
my
got-
goodness, you got every map. That's awesome.
We've got 16 brand new maps at launch.
Brand new.
All brand new, and we're going to be playing 8 at the beta. So it's 5 core 6v6 and 3 of our strike maps.
Wow,
Awesome.
that is a. I mean, typically, when for the betas, you get like maybe 1 or 2 maps, a couple morsels. You guys going in?
got 8.
Big offering.
Yeah,
You're going
you
in.
guys,
Come play.
huge.
you're going to see these here today. Brittany, is there one beta map you think folks are going to be really excited about playing?
I mean, there's not just one. They're all going to be great. Getting a hands-on look so that you can practice when the game comes out. But I'm personally really excited for players to play Skyline. I've been slaying really hard on that one in Hardpoint, and you got to dive into the pool.
Yeah.
Omni movement, the pool, match made in
Take a
heaven.
dip.
Tell you, it's giving me some, if I'm remembering right, some estate vibes. You know what I mean?
All right,
got,
all right, all
got some
right. Yeah,
fancy
yeah.
buildings.
Yeah, let's go.
I like that. I like the way it looks. All right, now we're talking about maps here, but I love me some modes. Let's talk about some modes here, because we got a nice mix of modes that are going to be coming for the streamers to play, for the people at home to be able to play in the beta. But Joanna, there is one mode in particular that has caught my eye when I was looking through the menu, and that was Kill Order.
Yes.
What's Kill Order?
Yes, Kill Order is our new mode for Black Ops 6. It's a combination of a Slayer and objective mode. Every team will have their own high-value target, and is the key to their victory. Each team will want to protect their high-value target, aka HVT, while attacking the enemy's HVT. Any elimination will count towards their team's score, but you will get more score if your HVT gets a kill and you eliminate the enemy's HVT.
So you get to be aggressive or defensive.
Exactly.
However you want to pick your poison.
Yes.
This is one of my favorite modes so far in Black Ops 6. We've had a lot of fun play testing it. I've seen people getting pretty rowdy in the pit at the studio over this. And if you're selected as HVT, you're actually going to get some unique bonuses, right?
Correct. You will get a bit of more perks as the HVT. You get a bit of extra protection with armor plates, and you can see enemies with directional indicators on their minimap.
Okay, so you can be a little bit of a shot caller.
Yes,
for your
exactly.
team, or not, and be a terrible friend and not call things out.
Turtle up,
Just
be
turtle up.
aggressive, whatever you want to do.
It's a good way to know who really has your back. Let's be honest.
I know that my friends will not call things out for me, and they will want me to suffer.
Your ride or dies really
Exactly.
are.
Yeah, truly, mostly die. Now, let's talk about, because obviously you have all the maps you can play Kill Order on. Is there one map in particular that stands out to you that people should be looking out for in the beta?
I mean, you talked about aggressive players. I'm definitely a more aggressive, high-value target. The game is telling me I'm important, so I gotta.
The game's telling you you're a high-value girl.
I gotta show it off. So I really like Babylon for that one. Just you're in the action. As the HVT, it's easy to just go around, rack up the kills.
Ooh, all right.
Some say aggressive, some say careless.
Yeah,
I
err on the side of carelessness for sure.
We've got plenty of new modes as well as fan favorites returning at launch and into the live seasons. We're only talking about Kill Order here today because it's in the beta. But Joanna, what can you give us a little taste of in terms of modes for launch?
Yeah, of course. We took a hard look at every mode in our portfolio, whether it's your traditional core modes or new modes like Kill Order. And for example, in Domination, we are bringing back objective zones.
Yeah,
sick.
Exactly.
Okay.
Having it as zones allows players to have a bit more space for exciting engagements battling over A, B, and C.
Yeah.
Another thing we took a look at is Hardpoint. And what we did there, we basically added numbers to our objective icons to make it easier for players to call them out to teammates and to help players to remember and understand the specific rotations of the zones.
Yeah.
So
Sweats rejoice.
Yeah. Esports gang's excited. In terms of what other modes and newness and maps, Brittany, what have you got for us in the live seasons?
I mean, we're
just a little hint, Talk to me.
Still cooking.
we are still cooking. We've been told players want maps, so
I hear that is
I
a
read
thing.
it on the internet.
We're making a lot.
That must mean it's true. Yeah.
We've got new things cooking up, and we're also excited to revisit some fan favorites from the Black Ops universe.
Matt,
Yeah.
fan favorites.
Yeah. I mean,
Got any?
Fan favorites, you say?
There are certain maps where it just wouldn't be a Black Ops game without. That's all I'll say.
Well, stay tuned later in the show. We might get a sneak peek.
All right, I'm compelled. All right, well, speaking of what lies ahead, let's go ahead and check out what we have coming up here at Call of Duty next, because there's so much goodness to go around. We're about to kick off our live multiplayer gameplay any minute now, and then we're going to be jumping into zombies later on the new Liberty Falls map. And finally, we're going to round out our live gameplay with a look at Warzone on the all-new Resurgence map. Also, we'll be hearing from our friends over at the mobile team towards the end of the show, because there's a lot of goodness happening over in the mobile side of Call of Duty, so you don't want to go anywhere for that one. And now it is time to dive into some Black Ops 6 multiplayer gameplay. We'll be back at the desk in just a little bit with the developers of Treyarch to talk more about classic prestige, weapons, and so much more. But until then, we got two great casters to guide us through the action. We got Miles and Puckett standing by. Fellas, take it away.
Thank you very much, Golden Boy. That is right, folks. We are here in DC. Call of Duty Next has now begun, and we get to kick off this degustation, Chris, with some multiplayer.
Yes,
but I think the most fun part of today for us is the playground we have to work with. Oh, let's get it, baby.
Look at this incredible circle, guys. We're going to be playing in here all week long. And of course, Miles, we are going to be breaking down all of the multiplayer. We're starting here with some classic 6v6, and that's got me all kinds of excited, because it's been too long since my hands have touched Black.
It has been a minute. Well, of course, Cold War was the last time I got in there. But ladies and gentlemen, we start things off with the man who was always going to break it. A multi-world champion and an absolute demon on the sticks, Chris.
That's right. This man just won Worlds a few months ago, already gearing up for the new game. And if anyone is going to showcase just the potential of Omni movement, there's no better screen than this.
So the third kill we get to see him do is a diving forward headshot there. Again, like, this is what you wanted to see. The man's going to be airborne most of the time. If he's not in the air, he's on his knees, slip-sliding around. This is a difficult man to deal with, Chris, on the worst of days.
All right, the question is, how long before he gets fully streaked out? It's been, what, 60 seconds?
Yeah, I mean, look, that's the UAV, counter UAV, and it looks like the Helper Helo is going to be his last streak. So, look, guys, it's a Black Ops game. You know what to look for when it comes to crazy weapons. We've got some awesome streaks being used here. And this man, backwards, forwards, you name it, whatever direction he's going, he's diving.
Let's switch it up, taking it over to MZ, who seems to be on the losing end of some fights. But what we love about MZ, never afraid to bring out the sniper rifle at all ranges.
Every Call of Duty I've watched MZ play has just been a sniper fest. Now, she's sprinting already. She's using Omni movement to go side to side, left to right. She's getting ready for a big dive. Everyone wants to find that mega moment where you just get to fly through the air, hit that shot, forward, backwards, doesn't matter. This is Call of Duty on absolute roids.
And this seems to be a perfect spot for her to just go to town. That is back-to-back, make it a 3 straight kills. Starting to unlock those streaks, and this is just going to get even easier for her.
MZ again. Want to see some snips. Hit a stim. Can we dive? Come on. Get it.
Slam cam!
It counts. Flying through the air. Check this out, folks. Oh, MZ, the people are watching.
I love the reach out, though. Mad respect. We got to take our screen over to the man representing the greatest team in the history of the sport, Tim the Tapman and his 88 Lamb.
A man who will not be hitting any airborne snipes, but he's going to do something. Let's go, Tim. What have we got?
I can't wait to see him in Zombies, where gravity is actually going to be on his side. No spoilers yet, but this stuff gets exciting.
A true professor of the School of Flopper on your screen, folks. Tim, though, having a good time here in DC. He's got a tough lobby. I mean, let's face it, Legion's on his team, Kane Brown's on his team as well. I wonder if he's got any pros to help him out.
I love that. Kane Brown making his way back here for Black Ops 6. He hosted Tim the Tapman's tailgate party. Awesome to see him there. And Tim gonna fall once again on screen, but we did see Legion with a little pop-up performance, and now it's Jay Smooth's turn here from the Nuke Squad.
I mean, I wonder if anyone's running the intelligent movement system here, where, again, you could do things like automatically mantle, automatically slide under, you know, obstacles. It really just allows players to feel a little bit more fluid on the map, not have to use as many button inputs. This is something you can toggle on and off as well, so don't worry, folks. For those of you who are like, that sounds OP, that's not a problem here, boys and girls.
Tim, solid shots once again, and he is trying to get the angle, taking the corner a little too tight there. 0.73 KD, take me off his screen and show me Hutch.
Hutch, one of the older players here in DC. And he's having himself a decent time so far. We had questions, Chris. I mean, are the old guys going to be able to hang in this game? And I think the answer is, you're hot.
Yeah, I asked Hutch if he was going to run for president. He said he's a little bit busy with Black Ops 6 dropping here this weekend for the beta. But I can't wait to see the old guard returning here. Classic gameplay meets some brand new movement. And you know Hutch is fired up to try it out.
I mean, we've seen some slides already, and you can see how fluid the game is. I mean, one of the things we've been talking about constantly with the creators who have been here in DC for a while is, what does it feel like? Does it feel like a Black Ops game?
It feels so good just moving around the map. It's natural. My first thing I did was dive on my back, though. And I thought it was so dope that you had to challenge me, and I was already aiming where your head's going to be.
Chris Puckett, supine, prone, finding kills, Hutch on the right-hand side.
I'm really good at it.
Chris and I,
should we do another lap?
We can do another lap. I don't want to do too many laps because it's going to get hot in here real quick. But ladies and gentlemen, this stage, an absolute delight. We've got creators all around us here. DC is absolutely out of control.
Who thought that we deserved to be in a museum today? Shout out to whoever put this one together. Yes, everybody, welcome in to Black Ops 6 multiplayer, and let's show you what's going on with Hazardous.
One half of Trey and Jay. Oh my God, Methods don't let me do it. He did. Thank God. Schrödinger Lee now on the other side, and it looks like he's the HVT for his team right now, so picking up a lot of points here. Again, oh, it's a dub. It's the first dub we've seen of the day.
We've got multiple different game modes. You saw MZ was playing domination. There is a little bit of the high-value target. You're going to score more when you're the HVT. You also get a little bit of body armor that I found went a very long way.
It does, while you're highlighted red in-game, so everyone knows where you are. It's up to your teammates to protect you, unless you're one of GP's friends. Ziddy nearly hitting the old Omni movement dive. Hitting nothing but shots there. Another one of the SMGs, Chris, we're seeing here. So much fun here in Black Ops 6.
Methods, I know your gun's really good and you're putting up multi-kills, but can we please see the RC? I need to see some explosions to start the day.
Oh, here we go, counting over his up. He might pull it in a second. Zenny, he did say to me that this might be his year. He might have to come back. I don't know, Zen. Let's see how this RCXD goes.
Let me show you something here, kid.
So much gameplay, so much entertainment, and so poor driving skills. He still gets the kill, though. Well done, Methods.
Good job, Zen. Wow, plenty of multiplayer action taking place today, folks. All of these streams are available, so if you have a favorite stream you want to check out, get them on a side monitor. We have got tons of good news for you, folks. We have a special, a announcement to make today. There's a lot of special announcements, folks.
Yes.
One of Call of Duty's most revered characters is returning
is it?
for Black Ops 6 launch, Chris. I'm not gonna
is
say.
it?
Just watch the video.
He can't be replaced.
Hi, baby. I'm back.
Folks, the replacer is back, the one and only Peter Stormare. I think every single Black Ops game without fail, he is here and he's back. His car's parked outside, Chris. You're going to be able to get him in game soon.
I hope he's doing some donuts. Let's take a look at what's going on with Kind of Funny Games. I saw him post on Instagram this morning. So fired up to play the new title. How is the aim, though? Okay, a one-shot kill there coming through. Let's see if he can turn into a streak. And I love the dive.
Oh, the dive. Well, folks, this is Babylon. This is one of the new maps here in Black Ops 6. A little small, fast-paced. You've got that sort of central pyramid section. A lot of action in there. Obviously, you can see the objective as the B zone here in this game of domination. And that's a GG's. I was just getting warmed up talking about the map.
250 to 145, not even close. Kind of funny laying down the hammer. Let's take our screen over to another Snipey McSnipe. In fact, we've got DK Dynamite ready to showcase what he can do in game.
We're watching a mouse and keyboard player, I think. Oh no, I take it back. I'm seeing L2 R3. This man is on 2020 cents. Absolutely flying. And this is the sort of thing you want to see. How crazy can a player on a high sensitivity play and here in Black Ops 6? Another thing to note here, Chris. This is one of the alternate HUDs we have here. You can see the bottom of the screen there. There's a mini-map, a slightly different style. I think this one's called Recon. It could be wrong.
Can we just highlight the fact that he took out Symphony, Huskers, and Joe in that triple kill?
That's a feed, baby. That's a big old
well
feed.
Done, Dynamite. Clip it, somebody.
Everyone here at CodNext running these incredible PCs. They're brought to you by Corsair. Everyone's setups are absolutely dripping.
We tried these out yesterday. I have never had a smoother experience. I was on mouse and keyboard, and everyone's like, dude, plug in a controller, plug in a controller. It's like, no, bro, this feels incredible.
This feels real good. Another new map here, Chris, and another CDL World Champion. That was Rewind for a brief moment. Bandura's sniping. Is he hitting anything big?
Bandura, what do you got for me?
Go to hardpoint number 3.
You can reclaim it. I believe in you, buddy.
We believe.
That's 3 kills in a row from pros. This is a sniper lobby. I respect this lobby.
Yeah, this is great. A lot of fun sniping in Black Ops 6, as you'll see.
So rewarding when you hit those body shots.
AG Biner, also in the zone. This is our brand new game mode, HVT, folks. So, and again, this is the map Rewind. It's a strip mall, a place where you were able to purchase and rent VHSs, Chris, in the center of this map.
What is that? Some of the people in the chat have never seen one of these pieces of Square technology.
They have not. Alley Cat being one of them. Oh, it's your boy Joe Woe.
Hey, Joe. Okay, so we saw Shotzi, but here's the guy who was originally crowned the Movement King. And Joe Woe is getting up close and doing dirty things. I love the stim. You can tell this is a Warzone player ready to fry multiplayer.
Yeah, he's bringing a very fun loadout there. We'll see what Joe's got in the tank, folks, because this is a man with a very smooth left stick. Hello, that's a sweet.
Gosh.
On the dive, Joseph Wosif. They call him the Movement King for a reason, folks. He's cooking.
Oh, he's going for the 5 clips for days here from Team Joe. Iceman, Isaac, Huskers, and Symphony also on this squad. This may be the most stacked we have seen of any of the lobbies.
Yeah, let's be real. That's a heavy hitting lobby. And Joe, he's dancing with the best of them. Tons of fun here on Babylon once again. I mean, look at this, man. We're all over the place. Here's Aiden, another superb player. And okay, you know what, Chris? We're out, baby. We got to roll. I hear we've got Lottie on the floor with an update. Lottie, take it away.
What's going on?
But not to that guy, I guess. That's supposed to turn you into an enemy. Like, it's supposed to make him...
Safe House, where in addition to our 215 creators, we also have a few celebrity guests trying out Black Ops 6 multiplayer for the first time. And I just happen to have found And RG3, hello mate, how are you enjoying the game?
Oh, I mean, I'm enjoying it a lot. 4 years? 4 years been waiting for this bad boy.
It's been a long time, and it's good to be back on Black Ops for sure. Now, how much time are you putting into COD these days?
I mean, I'm putting a lot of time because, I don't know if you heard, but I'm recently unemployed, so got a little more time on my hands, so I'm enjoying this game to the fullest.
You certainly do, but look, all right, I don't know who let you go, but I'm glad they did for me because I need to recruit you today. I have 215 creators in this place. It is stunning, but there's only one of me. I need some help, and I was wondering, do you want to come and help me talk to some of these guys today?
I thought you'd never ask. Let's do it.
Absolutely amazing. I didn't expect him to say yes, but here we go. We're going to get RG3 mic'd up, but until then, let's check out more Black Ops 6 multiplayer. Actually, Robert, do you want to take this throw?
Oh, I would love to. Back to you, gents.
What a pro.
Robert Griffin III in the building. Excited to hear much more from him on the team. But Chris, we've got plenty of time here with our creators still rocking and rolling.
Absolutely. Let's jump right back into game. The Korean Savage.
That's the name.
And it seems like a lot of people are just gravitating early to this MX4. We also see the C9 in the back pocket. He likes to use this one when you're inside, but unfortunately, another game coming to an end.
Yeah, that's another disgusting lobby. Again,
Selling
the
them.
creators in this room, as you heard Lottie talk there, 215 of them, a lot of them incredibly capable players. So, yeah, it's a hot room, folks, literally.
Just to try to see if we can get a better quality out of it.
Making the way around the truck. Ebates gets one, and that's all.
Yeah, where he tried. Ebates, this is Rewind. This is one of the many lanes here on the map, and I say many. I mean 3. There's only 3 lanes. I know lanes.
3 lanes.
That's one of them. This is the middle of the map. Again, this is a sort of stores. There's a strip mall going on here, and on the outside, there's lots of fun. Again, Swisham now with another totally different HUD. Again, square minimap up top. Everything's different on the right-hand side, folks. It's a little bit difficult to sort of get a hold of. Once you play the game yourselves, once you get the beta starting tomorrow, you're going to be able to mess around with all of these settings.
And you can tell just everybody wants to feel out the Omni dives. You can get yourself into some great positions if you time it perfectly. Here's a fantastic screen to watch. He just won the Warzone tournament at Esports World Cup. Biffle is a monster, but seems to be on the losing end of another lobby as we take our screen over to another Warzone goat, Naden.
Oh, here we go. Benny Central, who's actually right over here. He's
All from the UK.
He's on our right shoulder, Chris, here in the second Oculus, and checking out some of the emotes for these weapons. The blueprints are going crazy already. And speaking of emotes are back, much like to what we saw in Cold War, but just, you know, a whole lot more spares here.
I just want to see someone start fragging out, and I think the guy on the left might be the key player to do it. He's a world champion, one of the GOATs, TP, one of the greatest Warzone entertainers is alive, and he's not the only one. We got the full-blown masking force.
We really do. Again, creators all over the place, from all the corners of the world here, folks, brought to DC to sample Black Ops 6 and see how things feel. And so far, it feels pretty good. That is the general consensus. And if you're watching these streams as well, then again, we are dropping some serious pieces of intel here on the main stream. But all of these creators going all day, playing games. We're playing zombies, we're playing Warzone, Chris.
Yes, sir. We got Swisham on the left. On your right, we're going to stay on board here with Benny Central. Now, Miles, when I was playing HVT on this map, I just found myself gravitating to the high ground. What do you think is going to be the evolution of this game?
I think the most beautiful thing about this game is just how fast it's going to play, man. I mean, we're seeing the speed at which you can move in every direction really helps. We're going to be hammering home the Omni movement, folks, in case you were worried about it or curious. But again, being able to sprint in any direction, the way you dive, the way you slide, dexterity is a perk as well. I mean, we're going to be looking at putting together some sort of like movement montages over the next year, Chris.
And I think what you're going to love as soon as you get your hands on the game, assuming you've already pre-ordered or have Game Pass, that every gun in your hands right out of the gates is so comfortable. It feels so natural. And I instantly feel like I'm ready to drop a 2.0 KD.
2.0 KD. Well, folks, plenty more Black Ops 6 action here. We're going to go to a very quick commercial break. You can still watch the stream. You can check out all the other folks in here as well. Don't go too far. More news after the break.
Watch Tim the Time, man.
Experience the world of Call of Duty with Corsair, the official gaming hardware and peripheral partner of Call of Duty. Introducing the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 collaboration from Movement. Get early access with email sign up at movement.com/COD. Call of Duty Next is powered by Xfinity. Stay ahead of the game with ultra-fast speeds and a smooth, low-lag connection. Operators, get ready to unleash a force of nature with Polaris Razor Pro R, dropping into Call of Duty Warzone in Season 1. Change your game. Scuff Gaming, the official controller partner of Call of Duty. Take your Call of Duty gameplay to the next level with Nanoleaf's modular RGB smart lights. Step into the game and sync your lights with the action on screen for the highest level of gaming immersion. Origin. Customize your PC. Official gaming PC and gaming laptop of Call of Duty.
I have on rapid fire right now. Keep that in mind.
If you're still having issues with your stream dropping frames,
Welcome back to the desk. We're now joined by Yale Miller from Treyarch. Of course, we're welcoming back Matt, Brittany, and Joanna. And Yale, obviously Treyarch's been cooking for a while. You guys have had a little bit to work on Black Ops 6. So what was the studio's vision for creating this game?
I think from the start, we really looked at what makes a great Call of Duty game, what makes a great Black Ops game, and we focused our energy on pushing on all those things like movement and all those things that everyone knows and loves about Black Ops games, and frankly, we love about Black Ops games. And then just continually asking ourselves, like, how can it be better? How can it be better? Looking at classic features, other things. So you're going to see a lot of that, and obviously a ton of innovations across MP, zombies that just lean into Black Ops.
Yeah, and I love hearing how you guys two were inspired by Black Ops of old, but also looking forward and how all those things work together.
Yep, people have built this into an amazing franchise, and we can't ignore some of the awesome things that we've done in the past, but we know we have to push everything further. So it's just like, how can every little thing be a little bit better every day?
And Black Ops 6 is definitely that, but let's talk a little bit about map design. Brittany, what are some of the core philosophies that you guys, have approached your map portfolio with for Black Ops 6 multiplayer?
Yeah, I mean, the classic 3-lane design is in there. Globe-trotting, getting a lot of unique locations, and, really focused on small to medium-sized maps for that tight gameplay and still offer room for meaningful decisions.
Boom.
Yeah, great. We got a little commotion here in the studio, but moving on, so let's talk more about maps. We're going to take a look at our launch maps here. Closer look at some of the goodness coming soon. Here we go. We got Subsonic kicking us off. Brittany, take us through.
So this one, that was the Persian Gulf, and then this one's our red card map in a soccer stadium in Avalon, our Mediterranean-inspired region. Vault's also in the Persian Gulf. This one, it seems a really fun one. I think you guys have seen in the trailer.
Possible competitive map.
Hopefully.
Probably.
Very, very clean, 3-lane. Love that.
And we're coming up on beta maps here, so let's take a look closer at beta maps.
So a ton of great maps in that. There's 8 beta maps that are just
8
awesome.
beta maps in total. Of course, we've got our 5 core 6v6
Yep.
and our 3 strike maps. Brittany, let's talk a little bit more about strike maps.
Yeah, I mean,
we're going to see them in a little bit, of course, but
these are our extra small maps. If face-off, gunfight, super popular in Cold War, so we wanted to make these part of our standard offering and really lean into the designs for these. And there's a lot of fun, controlled chaos. There's no score streaks.
Yeah, so there's, of course, no score streaks on the face-off maps.
Yeah, we want to let you live a little bit and get around.
Strike maps are some of my favorite. I like to just turn my brain off, run forward, and kill or be killed.
I mean, I think that's how I approach every match of Call of Duty, period. But yeah, I mean, we're calling that the strat, then let's go. But Matt and Yale, we also have intelligent movement in Black Ops 6. Now, this is sort of all part of a lot of the bigger movement changes we've made with Omni movement. Can you talk to us a little bit about what intelligent, how intelligent movement works for players and what it can do for them?
Yeah, so it really started with, we know we're asking more and more of our players how many times we're asking them to click a button or a key, and we want players to be focused on what they want to do and not how to do it. So intelligent movement at a very high level will reduce how many times you have to click your stick to sprint or slide or do all that. So it'll be in your player settings. Check it out in the beta. It's broken up into 3 settings. Please, please, please check it out. It's going to make your game easier.
Yeah, further customization for how you want to traverse the world.
Yep.
which is super awesome. And like I said, Omni movement, we've been talking about it all day. We're seeing it all day around us. You're going to feel it for yourself in the beta this week, hopefully. But it's designed for players of all skill levels. And, you know, if you're a little unsure, the Treyarch team's got you covered.
Yeah, it's from the beginning, we wanted to make sure everyone had those like awesome Black Ops moments, kind of that action hero. And some of this just allows it to be a little bit easier for different players, and also just really good players, and find their sweet spot of like, I don't want to click to sprint, stuff like that. That's super helpful.
And if you still need help, we've got a training course in the beta on a new map, Protocol, which you'll get a sneak peek at. That's a launch map, but go check out the training course if you need to get your feet a little bit more wet.
Yeah, so check out the Omni Movement training course in beta. Sneak peek at the map of Protocol. And speaking of beta, you can tune into the Call of Duty podcast this week and get some neat tips and tricks. But let's take a look at the beta schedule here, kicking off August 30th. And if you want in on that Omni Movement training course, you'll of course need access to the beta. So pre-order Black Ops 6 or subscribe to select Game Pass plans and get early access to the Black Ops 6 multiplayer beta starting very soon. And don't forget to preload.
2 days.
Yeah, you can preload now. So what are you doing watching us? Go make sure you're preloading while you're tuning into the show.
I'm preloaded.
And you can also earn, you know, neat rewards. Your XP will count towards
Absolutely. We wanted to make sure anyone that's playing the beta, they feel like they're still progressing in MW3 and those things. So it's just a huge level up.
Come have fun.
Play.
Progress.
Come play. Let's do it. All right, we've had a sneak peek at some of our operators out there in gameplay, and people seem to particularly be digging Klaus. But can you talk to us a little bit more about you know, building out these characters and, you know, the factions a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it really starts with the story of Black Ops 6 and the single-player campaign. So on one side, we've got your rogue Black Ops agents. You're hunted, on the run. You don't have Uncle Sam backing you. And then on the other side, you've got Crimson One. They do have the military machine backing them, and they're trying to chase down those rogue Black Ops agents.
And it's been a huge push for us just on fidelity of all those. Like you see with the maps, they're the best looking maps we've ever done, but that didn't stop with maps characters as well. So how can we make sure that these are truly Black Ops characters, but just the fidelity that we're pushing on the view model, everything in third person, all the animation stuff. Shout out to all the graphics engineers back at home, but like huge push there.
Yeah, it's been awesome. So make sure you're watching the streams. We're going to get a look at some more operators in action today. But in the meantime, let's take a look at some of these badass Black Ops agents from the Vault Edition. These in particular, that's Adler.
Yeah,
this is actually an Adler skin, which is pretty dope. Do you have a
Joanna, you've got a favorite, don't you?
Yeah, this is my favorite. This is Brutus from our fan favorite map, Mob of the Dead.
Yeah. You know, we got to work some zombies in there,
Exactly.
right?
So much zombies.
It's Treyarch. It's a Black Ops game. We need our zombies. There's Klaus.
Yep.
Like I said, Klaus, I think, has been a favorite at Next so far. We've heard a lot of Klaus hype in chat. But that's it for us at the desk. Treyarch team, thank you for joining us. We're going back to gameplay. Camos, classic prestige, leveling your loadout are coming up next at the desk. For now, let's check in with the casters on gameplay.
Thank you very much, Steph. If you're just joining us now, folks, Treyarch developers have already walked us through some of the exciting new updates and content coming to Black Ops 6. But there is a lot, folks, so stay tuned. More of that at the desk. But for now, we just sort of been salivating in the back end. Folks, let's, we're joined by Ali Cat and we're joined by Nameless.
Yes.
Paget and I have been having a little bit too much fun. We're not going to make you guys run. No one's
not?
running.
Do you want to?
I'm down.
I don't want to.
All right, let's go.
We're
Already gone rogue.
Are we running in a circle?
So Black Ops 6.
Maybe this wasn't the best idea we've ever had.
We're omni moving around the stage here. This bit's
I'd
not
break
going to
those
get
ankles.
old, folks.
Maybe.
Real quick, how are you feeling about the game?
I mean, it's incredible. You know, I've been geeking backstage, talking to all the devs, and about the attention to detail and everything in this game has been unbelievable. And as we're going to jump into some gameplay, we're going to see it put on display here. The Omni movement, for me, the best thing ever.
Ali, what is the first weapon? What is the first class we're going to be building when you touch the beta in 2 days?
When I touch it, I got to touch it yesterday, and I loaded in an XM4, but I also heard the Krieg is as well back into the game. So honestly, there's a lot of options when you load into this beta.
So AR's on top of ARs.
AR's on top. You know what I'm saying, people?
So for me, I'm the biggest nerd. The first thing I did, I jumped on, I went through every setting imaginable. I'm like, okay, I can change my HUD. There's movement settings for assistance for, you know, the old people like Chris. If you need to be able to mantle and do things like that. So it's just a lot of customization, which one I love, but then also going through the maps. So we got some good maps coming into this game.
I can't wait to see the snipes as well. Blake has one in his hands right now from Team Summertime. He and Hitch have been vibing on the new game. It's been nothing but smiles for all the creators here in the stage.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Hitch, this is Scud, one of the new maps we have here. Back over to Skyline, another one of the new maps. Great time. But yeah, guys, you talked about some of the ARs and some machine guns are great. Haven't seen too many shotguns. That was something that I think recently there was a lot of back and forth. How do we make a shotgun really fun without making it too OP?
Well, I mean, you think about Omni movement with the shotgun, you could hit, especially on strike maps, you could slide in, hit people out really quick, especially around corners. And on this map, that's what I was testing. It's a good one to try out the Omni movement. When I was running through the hallways, that staircase you see in front of you, you can make some sick plays.
I'd also love to truly touch on how beautiful this map is. This has been my favorite one I've seen thus far. This is Skyline. It is absolutely stunning. It is vibrant. It is on a rooftop. It's got a sunset in the background while you are testing out your Omni movement, flying off of roofs and taking down your enemies.
And it's definitely a very expensive rental property, Chris.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Like a penthouse.
I want to go swimming in that thing. Big shout out, as you can see on the left, this room is packed. Over 250 of the greatest Call of Duty creators all in one venue, all to touch Black Ops 6 for the first time.
And everybody's so stoked. You know, before the show starts, I was going around talking to all the players, and they just love it. I mean, they've spent so much time making this game, trying to make everything perfect for, you know, the community. And so far, everybody's been absolutely having a blast. As we jump over here to Shia, so we're making some moves on Scud.
Scud, Babylon, we've got a lot of maps, as you heard the devs on the dev talk about. There's a lot of maps. The beta, again, coming in a few days' time, you get to sample. Everything you see here at Next is going to be available to play. But again, when the full game drops on October 25th.
Nameless, can I ask you about the SMG class? I know that's what you're running. You're always up in front of people's faces. Was it the Jackal out of the gates? Were you running the PDW? What was feeling good?
Like you said, a Jackal. And then on top of that, I just try to make my class as aggressive as possible, right? Like trying to get up close and personal, trying to make plays. And with that Omni movement, as we keep mentioning, you can do some disgusting things in this game.
Yeah, there's some attachments that specifically address like jump to fire time, sprint to fire, ADS while jumping, ADS while flying. Like, these things are huge.
You throw on Gung Ho with that, and you're just an absolute unit running around the map.
No recoil, maximum snappage. It's a lot of fun. Onboard with Hutch here. Doing the best he can, man. You see in the HVT that huge icon on screen, kill, go get him. Everyone knows exactly where he is. He has armor. And if you do get the kill, you get a lot of points.
Yeah, the big question mark on it if you do get the kill. I've not seen many good drivers so far in this building when it comes to those score streaks, but that's unfortunately going to be a loss. We're going to move over onto FIFA Kill. This is one of our Warzone players, and I know he is praying not to load in against Shotzzy right now because he has been looking to break that movement.
So there you go, folks. Tons to do here at Next. We've got all of our creators playing alongside. And yesterday, those streamers had the privilege to tour the National Spy Museum here in DC. So much going on. And what they found inside was not what they were expecting. Let's take a look.
Wow.
Getting married in DC is pretty epic.
Kind of game I grew up with my brother playing. It's how I met all of my friends. It's how I met Chloe. I'm ready.
Brad and I met in a Call of Duty lobby on Crash. I didn't believe in soulmates until I met him.
Chloe, I have adored you since the first lobby we met. It was truly love at first sight. Our love is stronger than any meta, and I'm excited to spend the rest of my life with you. I vow to always cherish, protect you, and let you defuse the bomb.
You instantly made me laugh harder than I ever have. I vow to always stay by your side, even when you steal my kill.
You may now kiss the bride.
We got married
like Call of Duty.
Couple just got married at COD Next.
A match made in COD heaven.
And we're here now with the Call of Duty DJ and Chloe Jagger, who you guys just saw got married yesterday. What an incredible ceremony. You're all about adding vibes to this whole thing. So you get married yesterday in a Call of Duty themed wedding. Now you're playing Call of Duty Black Ops 6. What would you say is the happiest moment of your life?
Easily getting married.
Good
Great
answer.
job. Amazing. You're getting brownie points for that one.
Big time brownie points. Now, as somebody who just got married literally a few days ago, to a gamer as well, I know how special it is not only to be married, find your soulmate, but to also involve gaming into this. So how special and important is it for you guys to be here at the Call of Duty Black Ops 6, you know, beta and testing, but also to find love in COD too?
I mean, it means everything to us. Call of Duty is such a big part of our lives, and yeah, this is a dream.
It's always been a huge part of our lives, and just to know that's where it all started and to be here now, it's literally a dream come true. It's amazing.
Oh, that is awesome. Such a beautiful story between the two of you. But I got to ask, what's the honeymoon plans? Is this the honeymoon?
Ooh, first
For now.
definitely go home and play the beta as much as we can, and then we'll worry about the honeymoon after that.
Yeah.
Sounds like a true gamer to me.
It certainly does indeed. Well, you guys, absolutely stunning. Such a special day. Enjoy today as well with the honeymoon vibes happening here at Call of Duty Next. Thank you so much. That's going to do it from us over here. Back over to our casters.
That's so cute.
About the honeymoon later. There's a beta to play first. I love that answer.
Real.
Call of Duty Lobby is truly bringing us all together. That is insane. What a wonderful thing to happen here at COD Next. Back to the gameplay. It's Modern Warzone. Doug's at it in the hard point.
Yeah, it's so special to see them, get married. That is absolutely awesome. We're watching some Black Ops 6, and it feels crazy to say that.
My man, Kane on the stage. I love to see this. Putting down his microphone, putting away the guitar. He needs some game time in.
That's also insane to say. Kane Brown here in DC at Call of Duty Next playing Black Ops 6.
Yeah, right.
Let's see what Kane's got. I watched Kane get a nuke with Bobby Poff.
No way.
Yeah.
That's a duo right there.
That's a duo. I think Isaac was, Huskers was in there as well.
Yeah.
Like, it was a super solid squad. But Kane was bringing it, man. He was carrying stuff. He was getting kills. He was doing great.
He plays quite a bit of Call of Duty. So excited to see him out here. He's running the AR as well. He's XM4 in his hands. That was my gun of choice yesterday as the ARs. Unbelievable.
Oh, dude,
and he's running the variant.
My eyes were closed, Kane. I didn't see that.
We absolutely are close enough to, and the Cold War XM4 as well.
Yeah.
Like, it's a similar feel. It's got real nice recoil control. It sounds good.
And when
looks
you want to be that aggressive AR, it's just one of those guns that you just pull out, get aggressive. I love the XM4. Similar feel, like we said, to Cold War.
Oh, he's spinning again. Love to see it. What a stage. We're locked in here, though. Phase scope on your screen, and this is what I need. Show me the snipes. Show me the quick scopes, because I was doing it yesterday. It feels so good in.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest sniper
like
because I'm just not very good with it. So, but when I pull it out, it does feel extremely satisfying. And as you can see right here, Scope, he's the man you want to watch make plays. And the FaZe guys, when they get a sniper in their hand with that Omni movement, they're going to have some insane
I can't wait to see the final kill cams, Allie.
I'm so excited. And that dive across the screen, I can just think of all the funny edits right now that are going to hit the timeline when this game drops. And Omni movement is just so fun. Regardless of your playstyle, regardless if you're a sniper main, regardless if you're a Warzone player, it is beneficial to literally everybody.
Do you go to your left or your right when you dive?
When I dive, I'm definitely a left person.
Always left?
Which is funny because I write with my right hand.
All right.
You know what's crazy? Nobody considered this, but people with IRL strafe in game. I mean, the dive is adding an extra layer of danger. Of danger. I'm flying out of my
I'm
office
getting
chair.
turned on.
So-
I mean, you guys are screwed.
When you guys were all playing yesterday, did you manage to get a Hellstorm? Because it is the best feeling in the world in this game. It looks so good, so crisp. It's unbelievable. I can't wait to see one of our players get it and wreak havoc on the map.
I love that you had to say that. Just to make sure everybody knew that you went on a streak versus
just a
us
slight
yesterday.
flex.
Just a slight flex.
Only like 6.5 kills.
If we're
Not
gonna
a couple
see one,
times.
if we're going to see one, it's going to be shots.
Class is in session. Shotzi already having a good time with that snipe.
Wait,
Never mind.
Miles. T-Dog Smitty. Boston who?
Get him on the roster. That's it.
That's a big dog. But this is, again, a superb opportunity. Let's see some snipes. That's a big old dive. Off the mantle as well.
Yeah.
So Shotzi has already found a way to interrupt the animations. Are the devs listening? Are they watching this? He's already done
doing it again.
Shots. Keep your eyes on this man, please.
You see some of the badges up top just so crispy when you get that. It looks so clean, and that added dopamine as you're playing BO6.
We've been warned that there are some absolute legendary old school medals coming in the game. So keep an eye on those on these medals as they happen. Obviously, T-Dog's just there flexing like,
Yeah.
I mean, look, I'm the best player in the world, right?
The admins are telling him to
He's
chill out.
convincing.
while
He's like,
watching
did you see
Shotzi.
that kill versus Ant?
Put the
Leave me on
guns away,
roster."
bro. Put the guns away, bro. Over to Noah Sunday, who's finding pieces all over the place.
I love
Listen
it.
to that.
Doesn't even adjust the camera when he gets in. He's like, nah, just give me the controller. I'm good. Let's lock in.
One of my favorite things right now is seeing all the different guns and attachments right now that everybody's running, because there's no true meta currently, and I feel like some players have truly got this figured out.
Well, folks, we've got all sorts happening here, but let's tickle our ears with a listen-in presented by Corsair.
Feels good.
I'll take your ears.
Sure.
Jage. Oh, yeah, they're... Yo, 58, god damn! Run it.
my god.
Oh, you gotta love it. Spawn camping at its finest. Lines up 2 with 1 bullet. Collats are a thing, we found out.
I mean, off the rip, we're just getting some crazy camos and variants. Like, I'm loving what I'm seeing. Once again,
what is this?
That thing looks straight out of
Is that an
Zombies.
eyeball on the left side?
Yeah,
You get a knife that matches as well.
It is beautifully horrifying.
We haven't seen anyone like focus on pure knifing until just now. Lunchtime got the business delivered.
The dedicated melee end.
Yeah. Oh, yes, the dedicated melee spot now.
figuring
So
out,
you
like,
can have a
what's going on
pistol
with the tech
and a knife, which is amazing, as you just feel a little more swaggy when you're running on the map with a knife in your hand. So something a lot of our players will very much enjoy, and I know the competitive players as well. Lunchtime, big into rank play this
they show,
year.
like, my
Only a
APs?
couple weeks, it will be
Or
good.
they show me getting shit on,
What's
or
the
what?
news coming here at Call of Duty next, folks? Plenty to go. And if you love ring lights, we got them as well. Look at that view. It is all happening
show my
here.
big boy stuff?
215 creators sweating it out here in a hot day in DC.
And Howie, I was thinking about this. They each have a gaming PC, right?
Yes.
And then they have,
And they
a
have a
streaming
streaming
PC.
PC.
Yeah.
So we're at over 500 PCs in this museum.
I don't know about you guys. I'm not sweating. You might be, but it feels great in here considering all of the power going on in this room. I mean, you're talking about ring lights galore, cameras galore, PCs, monitors. Everybody's on a dual monitor, dual PC setup.
mic is- oh,
I've yet to
nice.
see how loud it gets in here,
bad. I
though.
don't
I'm
really
ready
know
to see
how
some
this
people
works,
on their
but I'm
feet.
We've seen
been
some
trying
trash
to
talk.
figure
It's
out
getting
how to record
spicy.
and whatnot,
Oh, it
but
has to get
hold on,
spicy,
let me know,
folks.
let me know.
It's a Call of Duty game. You know what to expect.
I was watching Jay Smooth going up against Tim the Tap Man, Swag, Legion was on the squad. 3 of his teammates just straight up quit out. It was 18 to 186. I was like, they're trying to find an easier lobby. I understand it.
Fully streaked. Okay.
Full streaks. Oh,
Slay.
before we've got a break coming up. I wonder if we can see this Hellstorm.
You want to
Come
use
on,
it?
Salty.
She's
You
got
wanna
to
use
call
it?
him in,
The
right?
Hellstorm.
Is she around us?
I'm telling you, it is
Where's she
a
at?
beaut.
You can't,
Salties, it's time.
you can't loop him in this game. Just call him in.
Hit the buttons.
She's just slaying.
Somebody's got to tell her.
That's the
Somebody's
key.
got to tell her.
5.
Part of the room she's in. I'll go and hit the key. I'm not against it.
All right.
Off the respawn is when you would typically
Here we go.
call
Come
it.
on.
Hit that D-pad. Oh, she's mouse and key.
Bad news bears, fam. I don't think
I don't
she's
think
going
she's
to
gonna
find
call
it.
them
We
in.
just got a word from the admin. She's been ignoring it since minute 3. She's just this good on the map.
He is frying, though. There is something about she's cooking.
And she's moving around the map, like so fluid. Oh, there
Here we go.
Here we go.
Let's go, Smixy.
Look at how clean that looks. Map
come the
looks
cl-
beautiful.
Wait, Smixy didn't call the clusters in.
The clusters are
Oh,
they
so
do
the
damage.
clusters auto home on
They'll
4
get it down.
targets around
They
the
didn't know.
place. Okay, folks, we're going to compose ourselves. We're going to take a moment. The gameplay's still rocking and rolling, though, here in DC. We'll be right back with a whole lot more Black Ops 6.
Play like a pro on a big screen TV up to 98 inches from TCL, the official TV of Call of Duty. Share the wins. Elgato, the official streaming partner of Call of Duty. AMD, official CPU and GPU partner of Call of Duty Next. Herman Miller Gaming is happy to be the chair provider for Call of Duty Next. Today's players are sitting in Herman Miller Gaming embodied chairs. Check out which gaming chair is best for you at hermanmiller.com/gaming. Triumph, official motorcycle partner of Black Ops 6. Customize your typing. Drop, the official keycap partner of Call of Duty.
Welcome back, everyone, to the desk. Joining us now, we've got more from the Treyarch team, more amazing humans to talk about Black Ops 6. We got Pablo Ortiz, Matt Schrontz, and Lawrence Metten to dive into everything. Yet again, I used dive again.
Dive. Let's
you know
do
what?
it. Let's do it.
It fits with
Diving,
Omni.
Dive,
with
slash,
Omni
whatever
movement.
you want to do.
I was seeing a lot of people do diving over there. That was wild.
It works.
Because the amount of craziness that we were seeing from our players was absolutely incredible. This game is, I'm stoked.
Thanks to Nameless and Alley and Pocket, we've already got a meta conversation going,
Yeah.
so we have no one better to talk about that than Pablo. We know the players can't wait to get their hands on the Black Ops 6 weapons in the beta. We've been seeing them in action. I've heard a little love for the Tonto,
Yeah.
the XM4, the Jackal. We're going to get into that a little bit, but what was your general approach to designing the weapons for this game?
Yeah, on a high level, we really wanted the gunplay to be super tight, really fluid with all the movement that we have going on as well. But still hitting that high fidelity, like best looking weapons that we've ever done.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't that the truth, though, man? They look fantastic.
Well, we did see some of the inspect animations too, and they are fire.
Oh yeah, yeah, they're looking and feeling great, and yeah, a lot of variety too. That was a big goal for us, making sure that every weapon has its own distinct identity. You know, audio, visuals, the mechanics, all of that. So you're gonna see a lot of classics returning, like the XM4, better than ever before. But it's Black Ops, so operators are getting their hands on a lot of experimental prototype weapons as well, and those start getting a little more out there.
Yeah, well, I mean, speaking of prototypes, we have some weapons coming at launch in Black Ops 6 that are completely new to Call of Duty, all new to the franchise, never been in a game before. That's so awesome.
Yeah, it's really awesome, and really just comes back to the weapons team having a blast exploring and capturing that 90s essence, which pretty untapped for the franchise.
Yeah, we've never been to the 90s before. God.
Guys, we're very well versed in the 90s.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, personal experience.
Don't date us, Al.
Hey, I'm on this conversation too, okay?
So at launch, you know, 12 of our weapons players will be seeing for the very first time ever in Call of Duty, which is awesome. And you're gonna get to play with a bunch of those in the beta as well.
Are they? So we will be able to mess around with those in the beta.
Yes,
okay.
yeah. I know people. I've seen a lot of Jackal PDWs.
Okay.
The Vault Edition floating around out there in the stream, and yeah, that weapon's amazing if you love playing aggressively, rushing objectives.
Again.
Yeah, if you're a little impatient like me.
Gun.
Yeah,
there you go.
So I want to see it in action later today too, not just an MP, but very exciting.
Yeah, no, absolutely awesome. But I mean, there's even more to talk about too, right? Because you know, you guys are also approaching things differently with attachments as well. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, no, this is really excited about where we landed with attachments this time around. We kind of had two core pillars, right? The first was attachments should always feel really good to equip, make your weapon better, right? And the second pillar was giving players confidence and clarity so that they, you know, feel like they can experiment in Gunsmith and make their own builds without having to go online and look something up.
Yeah, you're kind of you want to empower people to have the confidence to build their own loadout, use those attachments, know what they're doing. I think that it's awesome, and we're gonna hopefully see a lot of customization here at Call of Duty Next today.
Yeah, now what else should we know about attachments here? Like, because I feel like there's more than meets the eye with all this stuff.
Yeah, so I mean, players are gonna notice that there's way fewer cons across the board, and attachments are more focused on providing one or two big chunky improvements.
Got it.
And there's also, that's mostly consistent in terms of where those improvements will be on all your weapons, so that you quickly are getting into these situations where you're like, okay, I want to make my weapon ADS faster. I know I go to the rear grip, I put on the quick draw. It's that simple.
Love that. Yeah.
And we're gonna get deep into weapon progression with Lawrence here in a little bit, but talk to us about what things are shared in terms of unlocks in the attachment system.
Yeah, so for most of the attachments, you're going to go through your normal weapon leveling journey and unlock everything for just that weapon, but then optics are going to be shared within a class.
Oh, nice. That's huge.
Yeah, so if you're playing with your XM4, you might unlock like a red dot or something like that, and you're going to immediately be able to put that on your AK, no matter what level that AK is, right? It could be...
Oh, that is big.
May have never touched it before. It might be rank 1, and you can already put a red dot on there.
Yeah, it gives you that advantage to be able to get in there early with the weapon.
I can tell who here is not an iron sight stand.
Not
like
it.
me.
Yeah, not it.
That's me.
No, I love iron sights. I love iron sights, but having that ability to be able to go across is absolutely fantastic.
Give me some good, clean glass. That's all I need.
Yeah, well, now we got it. No matter what, as long as it's unlocked in that class. But Matt, actually, you know, time to kill is something that players are always curious about with a new title, TTK, time to kill. How did you guys approach that for Black Ops 6?
It is a critically important part of the game. So I'll go through some quick hits, right? We're slightly lower TTK. You're going to die a little bit faster than something like Cold War. We're at 100 health. We've tested a ton of different health values and around with the weapon damage, but we feel like where we're at right now, it sits really well in the world of Black Ops 6 with Omni movement, our attachment philosophy. But of course, we're definitely looking for data and feedback in the beta, so please give it to us in appropriate ways. And we will listen and assess and adjust.
Follow at Treyarch for more on that.
Yes.
We'll be looking for it throughout the beta.
I'm definitely very interested in how Omni Movement and that lower TTK are going to play with one another. We're even seeing it here come to life too, and it's been really fascinating. And I think it's only going to just continue to add a little bit more. You know, and make you be a bit more strategic.
Yeah, I mean, it was really important to be able to react.
Yes.
Right. So we don't want the health so low that you just immediately die. Yeah. But we don't want it so high to where you get frustrated. Right. So we feel like we're in a really good spot to where you get a little bit of a dance, but you know, we'll see.
Yeah. No.
Designed with Omni movement in mind.
Exactly. Exactly.
Now, Lawrence, my fellow camo enthusiasts out there are many of us. I hear you have some really exciting things for us in terms of challenges this game.
Yeah, so there's a lot you're going to be able to do with weapons. First off, we're bringing reticle challenges and reticle customization back.
Nice.
Okay. That's back to Call of Duty this year. We have an update to the camo system, and as part of that, we have some really dope mastery camos.
We're seeing them right now.
Our Treyarch weapons team has really gone all out, and we are confident we're delivering the best mastery camos we've ever seen in the franchise. Take a look at Dark Matter here. Back and better than ever. And when you shoot this thing, it actually has some dynamic elements that add and swirl and move. Really dope mastery camos in the game this year. We'll have more to show later in the broadcast with the other modes. But
okay, yeah. If that's just only a taste and a
little taste, you got master camos for every mode.
I'm gonna call out. Lawrence said it. The team killed it on the mastery camos. I see the conversation come up of which was the best gold camo. I see Black Ops 1 come up a lot. I don't necessarily disagree. I think we've topped it. I think we've topped
bold.
it. Yep.
Bold move, bold move.
Let us know.
Hey,
let us know.
There are a lot of cool stuff here, without a doubt here, and these things are looking absolutely incredible, but also something is looking equally as incredible are Vault Edition weapons, which, you know, I am very, very excited for. I mean, look at these things. They look so cool.
And everybody is running these on the streams today. Like, we've seen these in action.
They are gorgeous. Of course, if you pre-order the Vault Edition and you can unlock bonus content, including the Hunters versus Hunted Operator Pack, the Mastercraft Weapon Collection, the Gobblegum Pack, and Season 1 Black Cell. Plus, if you pre-order the Vault Edition, you will get the chance to use these operators and these weapons. And look at these. I mean, this is absolute shenanigans. You're going to get to use them in the beta. So that's freaking awesome. I'm really stoked for that one.
I like Spooky Fish Knife.
Yeah,
he's trying to hurt you.
He does try to hurt you.
Yeah, clearly Spooky Fish Knife.
I forgot what his actual name is, but that's the one that calls out to me.
That's the name. Actually,
perfect. Yeah,
change it in the game. Yeah, it's awesome. Now, of course, there is one thing in particular that I have been excited to ask today, and this is the return of Classic Prestige. We saw the announcement. People were popping off about it. Lawrence, what can you tell us about, Classic Prestige? Just give us an overview. What we should be expecting, because I hear Classic, I think Classic.
Yeah, and I mean, that's what we're delivering in Black Ops 6 and then some. So we're super excited to be bringing Classic Prestige back to the franchise. If you're unfamiliar with Classic Prestige, you're going to start leveling up 1 to 55, unlocking content for use in your loadouts. If you hit max level, you're going to have the choice to Prestige, relock all that 1 to 55 content.
Yeah.
Do it again, having gained a little
you
prestige.
Still get the perma unlock as well, like it was back in the day?
That is back. So every prestige, you're going to have a permanent unlock. If maybe you lost access to your favorite weapon or your favorite perk, use that permanent unlock, get it back right away. We have 10 prestiges in Black Ops 6. Make it through those. You'll graduate into Prestige Master with 1,000 levels to climb through.
Let's take a quick look at our sneak peek Prestige 1 icon.
Dude. So I remember having a conversation with Lawrence in our office. I think maybe we shared an office at the time, talking about bringing this back. And it's like, well, if we're going to make the best Black Ops game ever, then you kind of got to do it. And we said it's got to be a no-brainer to want to enter Prestige. And the team, Lawrence, hats off. Like, absolute no-brainer, and I'm going to try to max prestige. I'm going to try to get dark matter. I'm going to try to do all the things.
Yeah, I love that you've said too, it's not so punishing, that you've made it super rewarding, and like, of course I'm going to want to relock everything. I'm not risking it all, so to speak.
Yeah.
So on top of that, you know,
it's
pretty great rewards.
Yeah, actually,
talk about too.
That's the other thing too, right? Because, you know, one of the things that we always enjoy about the track and putting in that time in is unlocking things and getting stuff. So what are going to be some of the prestige rewards and just in general that we should be expecting with this?
Yeah, so we didn't want to just bring back Classic Prestige. We wanted to go bigger than ever. We wanted to build the most rewarding version of Classic Prestige we've ever seen. We have a ton of high-value skins, blueprints, charms, and more, all created just for the Prestige system.
Okay.
And I mean, we showed the Prestige 1 icon a minute ago.
Amazing.
If that looked like the World at War zombie to
I was going to ask. It's got a, it looked really familiar.
Hint, hint.
It's because it is. And so one thing we're doing in Black Ops 6 is each Prestige is actually themed after a game in Black Ops history. So not only are we bringing back a fan favorite classic system, it's oozing with nostalgia. It's going to take you on a trip through the past Black Ops games. We're super excited.
I cannot wait to see what the Black Ops 1 one is. Oh, I'm so excited.
I mean, I think people are going to love these so much.
Yeah.
But Lawrence, what happens to your weapons when you're relocking? Just because this is a new system, we want to take people through what they should expect in terms of what happens to our stuff.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be Classic Prestige if it wasn't a little dangerous. You're going to relock that 1 to 55 content. But you're not going to lose weapon progression. You're not going to lose your global weapon builds.
Yep.
You're not going to lose challenge progress. When you re-unlock a weapon, you'll have all the builds you created for that weapon available as soon as you get access again. And it was important to us, to Matt's point earlier, we want players to prestige, but we also want it to pay homage and reflect the classic system.
Yeah.
And so that relock is an important part. You also mentioned the permanent unlock, Alex, so that'll help you mitigate the relock if you really
I'm
lose.
excited.
It's
I'm
still
excited
a little
for that.
scary.
Yeah, so only just a smidgen.
Yeah,
you know? Only
it's a calculated risk, and I like that in my Call of Duty. But it really wouldn't be a Black Ops game without a couple of other things that I think you are going to surprise us with.
Yeah, so we got a lot to unlock in the game. Calling card challenges with a deep set of those. We have a 100% completion cards in the game at launch. So if you complete the set in multiplayer, zombies, or Warzone, you're going to be rewarded for doing so. Each Prestige has its own set of calling card challenges.
sick.
The zombies one looks so cool.
We got Dark Ops challenges. You need Dark Ops challenges in a Black Ops game. So if you're unfamiliar with those are as tough as they get. Hidden criteria challenges that we're excited to see which ones the community find and which ones they maybe take a while to discover. We will not be giving hints.
Nope. Okay. Redacted. Smart.
Yeah, a lot to unlock, and excited to see what resonates with players.
So we were hearing Miles talk about a little bit while they were casting some gameplay, but it seems like medals are back, and yeah, I'm excited for them. So it seems like there are a ton for us to be able to earn as well. Is that right?
Yeah, we have over 150 medals in multiplayer, lots of returning fan favorites.
A lot of nuts.
And a lot of new ones, too, that we're excited for players to discover.
You can see them popping up on screen.
Yeah, we've been seeing, we got some turned on action earlier.
Love it turned on.
Yeah, that's Pablo's favorite.
Get tagged in the back and just have the perfect flick.
Yep.
My personal favorite is Doink, because it's fun to say and see Doink.
Yep.
But yeah,
I like how you say, I like Doink.
I do. I mean, I popped up and they were telling me some of the ones that were coming out. I was like,
kill an enemy with an impact from a tactical grenade.
That was Stephanie's.
It's a little different than stuff.
It was Stephanie's favorite before she knew what it was.
Sure.
She just heard Doink. She was like, I'm in.
We love equipment here, okay?
My personal faves are, we have a 1v1, 1v2, 1v3, and 1v everyone medals.
Nice.
And,
I get those all the time.
And Search and Destroy, right?
Yeah.
S&D, going to this, all the time, picking up those 1v3 medals. This guy's unbelievable. All right, folks. Well, before we wrap up things here at the Desto, Stephanie, I think there is one more thing that our friends at Treyarch wanted to talk about, because I see it here on the little graphic that we got.
You are so right, Alex, and one more thing. I'm coming to you, Lawrence. So Treyarch has obviously worked on every ranked mode the last few years. We simply need to know when ranked multiplayer is coming to Black Ops 6. What do you got for us?
Yeah, so, I mean, we love competitive COD. Ranked play is in the DNA at Treyarch. And in a lot of ways, we've been building towards Black Ops 6 as the definitive ranked play experience. And we're delivering it earlier than it's ever launched in a Call of Duty game early in Season 1.
Season 1.
All right.
Ranked MP coming
My
to
friends are
Black
watching.
Ops
They're
6.
massive sweats. They're very happy about that, you know?
A lot of people, a lot of cheering in the room, I think, when we talked about this to some of the creators in the building. But thank you so much, Treyarch team, Pablo, Matt, Lawrence.
Thank you.
It's been awesome to have you here today. Thank you for sharing everything that's
Black
coming
Ops
to the
is
game.
back. Yeah. And it seems like most importantly, you guys are excited about it, which I think you guys are excited about it.
It's been
It
a
just
long time coming.
Yeah, it just radiates to all of us. That joy is so awesome, and I think I speak for everyone in here. This game's freaking awesome.
The vibes are high.
The vibes are high. It's great. It's Black Ops at its absolute finest. But that, of course, covers our news on Black Ops 6 multiplayer. But don't go anywhere, because we have plenty more live gameplay that's going to be coming your way, courtesy of our excellent commentators. We got Miles, Puck, and the rest of the crew standing by. Take it away, fellas.
Thank you, Stephanie. Golden Boy. Wow, a lot of great updates there from the Treyarch developers. Ranked play. Oh my goodness. Ranked play.
Race to prestige, anybody? I will race
give me the
you as
classic
soon as we
system.
can.
Okay, yes.
Just
We're
all
taking this.
the most incredible day of news, folks. I mean, I can hardly contain myself. But while you were at the desk, our creators have switched over to our next multiplayer section, which is a look at some of the new strike maps that are coming to Black Ops 6 multiplayer. So we're going into face-off, folks.
Fast and furious is how I describe this game mode. And I was talking with Aiden. He's saying, I think I found the God Gun. I think Hazardous might have as well.
The Tanto 22. It's got like a similar feel. Do you remember the Milano? That like...
And it reminds me of the ADS of the MSMC.
Oh.
One of the all-time favorites.
You can hear your time, Allie, but it was glorious.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just a little 10 years younger than the rest of you. But Hazardous isn't, and he was at that high ground for a hot minute there. Will finally get shut down, but Shotzzy is still rocking this sniper rifle. I mean, players cannot get this guy down.
He's going for the 360.
He said he was going for a clip. You know, I walked over to go watch him, see what he was up to, and he said he was going for a clip, and he won't rest today until he gets a good one. I'm excited to see if he can pull off. Here goes an assassination.
Was he on the receiving end?
We've seen a few in the trailer. The one that Klaus pulls off with the axe, like the flying. I mean, this is some visceral execution action.
Part robot, part zombie human.
All Black Ops 6.
Incredible stuff. Don't look at us like that, Alley Cat. All right,
I'm not looking at you anyway.
Shotzi's put away the sniper rifle for a moment, and this is what I've been waiting for. Can he fry?
He got executed. He wasn't taking any more of that. He said, screw the clip. I need to go for some kills. But he's still getting taken down. Aerith is one of our COD mobile creators, and seeing her pop off here in this situation versus one of our professionals. Pop off Queen.
I will say, Shotzi's in the blender right now.
Yeah, he kind of is.
He confirms,
I don't see any movement.
Absolutely fried, okay? So that's a good sign for all of you guys out there. Wondering if you could pick up Omni movement fast.
That's what he needed.
You can.
He heard him.
See, look, destroyed. He got the best.
He's on his feet. That might be a different lobby, but yeah.
Clearly doesn't play the objective. Shout out to the 520 compared to your teammates' 1,400.
46
elims. Got 5, bro.
And was that 5 deaths? 46 and 5? Oh.
Get a confirm over here.
Ridiculous.
And this was called the Scourge, and this thing is absolutely insane. It looks so good, and it has a high mag, so you can
ADS
just
is crazy.
slay.
Yeah, this is a Jackal blueprint, one of the variants. Again, you'll be able to use this in the beta. It just looks absolutely insane. And we saw that matching knife. Again, all the animations, everything looks so cool.
Spooky fish knife.
The spooky fish knife.
I'm calling it that for the rest of the year.
I'm making an emote right now for it.
What are you guys taking with you after your first Prestige?
Oh, it's a great question. All my attachments, but which one?
I don't know if it works on that.
I'm taking the Jackal.
Like
the Jack?
I'm taking the Jackal with me.
I'm taking the spooky fish knife.
Ames.
I'm gonna just keep my Marine.
I'm taking the Ames with me. That thing. We're watching Kenny use it a moment ago. Very, very impressive.
He was loving it.
Damn, okay, Physic.
And now I'm looking out for the medals. You see the double kill pops up. Things just so much satisfaction as you're playing and popping 2 pieces and 3 pieces. It looks so sick.
We heard Lawrence talk about there's a 1v1, there's a 1v2, 1v3, 1v everyone medal. I mean, that's going to be so fun to keep account of. I mean, not just, for like players having a good game or even in tournaments. All sorts of exciting plays here. Can't wait.
I can't wait to see what's going on here with FIFA Kill. Now, FIFA, one of the greatest Warzone players of all time. 100%. He's always streaming. On the other side of this, though, you have Aiden. You have Sage. Good news is he's got Jay Smooth on his team here, Alley Cat, but I feel like this might be a stacked lobby.
Yeah, I don't know if that's good news because Ada just got a 3-piece on the enemy side of things. I mean, this is a kill feed lighting up not in their favor, but can we just talk about, I think everybody's got tactical sprint on, and I'm going to start yelling at people.
And what I love about this is they're on a strike map, so it's so close. So every time you spawn, you're just going to be getting into engagements and having to use that Omni movement to get away. As we see a dive comes out of nowhere. Couldn't be better timing. Those are some of the things you're going to be able to do. You get shot, you just got to get out of dodge.
So unlike Cold War and a strike map in this game, it's not necessarily a piece of a larger map that's been trimmed down. It's an entirely new play space, but it's still using a similar art design or a similar palette from an existing multiplayer map, or at least I've been told.
And this one's Gala, so you can see small themed area just looks awesome. And up top, this is the position it looks like you're going to want to hold. This FIFA kill is absolutely slaying.
And y'all can't see it, but his hair is bright pink. It's kind of getting blinded in this shot, but he's right in front of us, and I'm seeing the sun shining down on him in these shots as he's going to find two. Has the high ground, will find a third as well. Now, I didn't see him much of as an AR player, but his movement is looking cracked.
Marley 13. Having a very good time here at COD Next. Now, an entirely different experience there, though, Chris. I mean, not necessarily being pinned down in spawn and absolutely beaten alive, but all right, Lila, massive shots.
I walked behind her earlier, and she dropped the quad feed. She's like, how about that one, chat? Everyone is just feeling this game bright and early, and she is not afraid to take on anyone in the lobby.
So Chris walks behind people that quad feeds. I walk behind Tim the Tapman, and he rage quits his first lobby after missing a kill. Honestly, I'm just going to stay on the stage.
Yeah, come with me. I bring the PMA.
And as we jump to Lola, she has the XM4 out with the red dot on. You heard them talking about it. Be able to change your reticle and customize it. That is something we had way back in Black Ops 1. It was one of the best feelings ever. So many features from previous Black Ops games were fine, re-added with that nostalgic feel, but also new. It's been so awesome to see.
Another thing as well, every single time you get a brand new weapon, the optic slot is open and ready. You don't have to level it up. You can put anything you've already unlocked in that prestige. So let's say you've got a big old sight, a ×4, whatever it may be, a nice red dot. It could go on the brand new weapon immediately.
All right, quick question for you guys. They mentioned that there's going to be different themes for the prestiges. We heard about World at War. Will we see a Black Ops 2 one? And is there a chance that I can unlock the FAL in the Cap 40s once again?
Imagine some of the best weapons ever, but we got a bunch of new weapons in this game as well. I'm excited to just get my hands on it, try it out.
Can we see
got
this
the beta
from
coming up.
Salties?
Some first timers. Some first timers
Look
here
at all the
in the
medals.
Call of Duty world.
Turned on. That's the one I was looking for. When I play against Chris, I'll be getting a couple.
Impossible! I have eyes on my back, and now I can dive backwards.
Did you see that slide?
I have been looking at stuff in the DC. It's beautiful here.
Great stuff coming through as our creators are finishing their first round of Strike. Everyone seems to be enjoying the fun. Alley Cat, what'd you see in that one?
I just saw some incredible movement, and honestly, when I was listening to you guys talk about, getting your medals and all the weapons that are new, also just quality of life updates that all of your classes will move around, whether it's Warzone, whether it's MP, whether it's a private match, rank play. You don't have to keep going in and remaking your classes, and I think that is just so important. It's attention to the small details that Treyarch does really, really well.
And if you guys have been watching all the screens, the finer details, the different HUDs that we've seen, I'm liking people changing it up and making it easier on themselves. As we were talking about yesterday, if you're right-eye dominant, we were moving our mini-map up to the top right, and we're like, this is how it should be.
It feels right. I mean, that's a very, very easy change. It's just called inverted. There's a lot of presets. We saw two that were locked for now, but there's a streamer, and there's, I think, one that you can fully customize. Could be wrong there, but
we're getting into the weeds now.
Lots of different options for those HUD presets. We're getting a little teaser of some of them here. Again, it's just a new dawn, baby. It's a new day, and it's a long, fantastic year of Black Ops 6 ahead of us.
Now, Miles, you're a full-time employee, and I'm a contractor, so I can ask this question. Can we talk about theater mode yet?
I think
Do I have to wait till later in the show?
I think we can. I'm not seeing any heads.
Nobody's coming to arrest us right now.
There's no red dot on my chest, is there?
We're
safe. Day one.
We're going to see the best montages.
Can you imagine the clips that are going to come out of this game?
When I'm hitting them jumps and flips and dives, it's going to be a fantastic time, and you get to watch it in all sorts of angles, folks. While we're going to leave our creators for a moment, folks, we do have a bit of an update from Lottie, who's roaming the halls of Call of Duty Next with some special guests.
I certainly am indeed. Some very tall special guests. I am joined right now by Keyshawn, Tristan, and Bub from the Washington Wizards. You guys may recognize them. Right, if I can reach here, but Keyshawn, first of all, Call of Duty Next. This setting, I think, is insane. What do you make of this setup with all our creators?
I didn't know what to expect walking in here, and just walking in here, seeing the environment, the vibe, and just how good it looks, it's amazing to me.
It's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, it's very vibey for sure. Tristan, have you managed to get your hands on the game yet? Have you played?
Yeah, I played. It's a great game. It's like a new what's the name? New maps, a new setup, and it's very nice. A little different, a little change, and you know, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. I'll see how much I'll get on the game.
All right, we'll see how much you're grinding for sure.
I'll
and
grind
Bub,
for sure.
what type of player are you, Bub? Are you multiplayer, zombies? What do you dabble in? Multiplayer?
100%. Don't touch Warzone. I play zombies sometimes. I'm not really good at the game, so I just play Warzone so you can keep coming back to life.
Damn, I was really hoping you'd start being like, I'm going to smoke kids. I'm talking a big game, but that's fair. You got time to grind. Absolutely not. And obviously, we're seeing some of the incredible creators try this out. Are you guys fans of anyone's streams at all?
We've seen a couple of AMP members in here, so it's pretty cool.
Amazing. I love to hear that. And lastly, Tristan, how are you guys feeling about maybe squadding up together at some point when the game releases?
Us three? Oh, we should play for sure. We should start streaming, I think. You know, this has given a good jump start for us. Maybe we get into streaming, so that'll be nice.
Hey, you heard it here first. A Wizards team might be actually emerging out of Call of Duty Next. Gents, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the day. Castus, it's back to you.
Thank you so much, Lottie. We've got some of the biggest names in Washington all here to check out Black Ops 6. I wanted to ask you, though, while we're watching more gameplay, who is the greatest celebrity or athlete that you have played with or against or just watched in Call of Duty?
Oh, man, you're talking about skill at Call of Duty, huh? I would say I played with a decent amount of athletes. You know, Marcus Valdez-Scantling was unbelievable at
MVS?
Warzone. MVS is one of the best Warzone players that I've played with. I think he's great. And then Max Holloway, a fighter, unbelievable player as well.
He was really good. I won a gunfight tournament with Michael B. Jordan, the greatest teammate.
Did.
And I went into that. I'm not gonna lie. I went into that fully thinking I was gonna have to carry him. He wasn't gonna know anything. He came in hot as hell, knew everything, had his own call outs. Yeah. He asked me a couple of questions, and I was like, we're absolutely going to smoke this. There's no way we lose. And we didn't.
Did he have an 8-pack or a 10-pack in person?
AD was wearing his own clothes.
Why were you looking?
He starred in Creed. He's a pretty good athlete.
Everybody loves Call of Duty.
Let's take the gameplay.
Tim loves Call of Duty.
Tim loves Call of Duty, except when he rage quits.
He did rage quit.
He's not going to do it now. We talked to him about it.
Here we go.
No, he did it like 10 minutes ago.
Zogoro. Oh, wow. He hit that player. What? Look at the diving.
It looked good to me. It looked good to me.
Go forward, then backwards. And those are some of the gunfights you're going to have to get used to in this game.
I mean, the quads on that man to hit them dives.
Hitting them squats.
Look at this. This is so hard to stay alive. That was a FaZe player taking him down there. I'm not sure exactly who that was, but on a Shifty, another Warzone warrior.
But also one of the most individually talented, just Call of Duty players we've seen come into the scene from a content creator side. And now competitor in Warzone. He's been unreal, so I'm excited to see what he can display here.
His aims is not missing, Ellie.
No, he's not missing. But kind of piggybacking off of Omni movement, it looks like a lot. Like, it looks very daunting, but I promise you, once you are loading into the game, once you are playing, it comes so naturally. It feels like it's going to be a big change. It really isn't. It's super fun. It's super natural, and you can already see it. Like, people aren't struggling. They're having fun. They're testing out kind of their limits and their abilities with the Omni movement. It is so, so good.
Oh, yeah, at this point in time, I think our creators have had maybe like 2 or 3 hours of total gameplay time. So, I mean, they've picked it up real fast. It's going to feel difficult for them to go back to, you know, a different Call of Duty, go back to MW3 or go back to previous games. You know, we always love to do throwback tournaments and throwback gameplay in the sort of mid-off season. It's going to be hard after Omni movement.
Oh, 100%. I mean, it's going to change the way that you approach basically every scenario. I mean, when you're hitting a corner and you're walking into a building, like I said, you know, when we were talking about it, it just feels natural. Like, it's new, it's awesome, but it feels natural, almost how it should be. And obviously, they've catered the maps towards the movement as well, so everything is smooth when you're running around.
Some games that you'll play in the FPS genre, it feels like you're ice skating around the map. Absolutely not in this. Now, what's happening here, Miles?
Oh, this is, I mean, we're taking a hostage, and we're holding on to this player as a meat shield.
Yeah. Wait, that hipfire was insanely accurate.
So again, this is a new feature in the game. You're able to take these players hostage from behind. This is sort of an alternate to an execution. This is going to go huge in Search and Destroy, in Warzone. You can take a hold of players. They will take the bullets for you. You have a limited amount of time, and if you get rescued, you can be rescued by your teammates. So, and I'm screaming like, it's got me. I'm being taken.
I got you, brother.
I'm being taken. Wheeler's coming out of nowhere.
Climbing the sniper.
Would you call
saving
that
me.
A meat shield?
It's a meat. I'm calling them a meat shield. That's not the. I don't think that's the official name.
It's a personal bodyguard.
I feel like I just got told that was the official name.
I like that you're a personal bodyguard.
That was just what came to my head there.
Against your will, bodyguard.
Hey, guess what? You got a job now for the next 12 seconds. That's right. You'll be guarding me, sir. Marley13, though, thank you so much for that. And oh, yes.
Yep.
Legion.
Why, dude, this ADS on this is crazy.
Oh, he power punched it, too.
Oh, yeah. Legion, do it. Find somebody and blow him up.
Let's do it. Come on.
Yeah, baby!
Oh, no, he's been taken.
Leave him alone.
Oh, no.
Leave him alone.
Well, Legion turns into someone's personal meat shield as the game comes to a close. And a draw. We don't see many of those either.
Yeah.
And I love that they're just using this left and right. This is so sick.
He's screaming for help. Please, somebody save me. It doesn't last forever. You will be taken care of there. And Zogoro, look, man, it happens to the best of us.
So you just have to be aware. You can't get taken as the meat shield.
It's going to be all snipers, right? All the snipers who have been camping, you finally climb up next to them. They don't get to use tac insertion. Nah, they coming with me.
And you know what? You have that prox chat out. I'm talking to you the whole time.
Oh, the whole time. Whisper
in your ear, literally in your ear.
Okay?
Hey, buddy, what you doing up here?
Do you mind if I just borrow your body for a second?
Just for a minute.
Just take some bullets for me.
All right, Zog, what do you got for me? I'm ready for some Blaine Train.
Not much. Not much.
It's coming though. You know, it takes a moment to get used to the aim down sight speed. He's getting collats here. What more do you want from him?
Honestly, I think that was an opposite jinx. I think I just helped him there.
It's all happening here, folks. Collaterals, body shield plays.
Locked.
It's happening here at Call of Duty next. Unbelievable day so far.
Question on Attach. So he won his first world championship when we went to New Movement back in Advanced Warfare.
That is true.
How do you feel he's going to adapt as now one of the old guard in the CDL coming into Omni Movement?
I think he's going to love it. I mean, Attach is a guy who could run any weapon, so we'll definitely be checking him out later today throughout the show.
We'll be checking out a whole lot later on today in the show, but now we're going to take a little bit of a moment to look back. Let's take a look back at some of the best reactions during multiplayer today, brought to you by our friends at TCL. And that does it for Black Ops 6 multiplayer. We're heading out to a very quick break, but when we come back, we'll be back over at the desk with more of our Treyarch developers for an exclusive look at Black Ops 6 Zombies. That's it all, folks. Stay tuned throughout the show for live Warzone gameplay on the new Resurgence map and updates on Call of Duty Mobile and Warzone Mobile 2. Ooh.
Don't go anywhere.
Wow.
Experience the world of Call of Duty with Corsair, the official gaming hardware and peripheral partner of Call of Duty. Introducing the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 collaboration from Movement. Get early access with email sign up at movement.com/COD. Call of Duty Next is powered by Xfinity. Stay ahead of the game with ultra-fast speeds and a smooth, low-lag connection. Operators, get ready to unleash a force of nature with Polaris Razor Pro R, dropping into Call of Duty Warzone in Season 1. Change your game. Scuff Gaming, the official controller partner of Call of Duty. Take your Call of Duty gameplay to the next level with Nanoleaf's modular RGB smart lights. Step into the game and sync your lights with the action on screen for the highest level of gaming immersion. Origin. Customize your PC. Official gaming PC and gaming laptop of Call of Duty.
Welcome back, folks. I found myself up on another overlook perch here at Call of Duty Next to let you guys know that the 5th annual Call of Duty Endowment Bowl presented by USAA will be coming to you live directly following Call of Duty Next. Code Bowl 5 will feature 10 esports teams from the military branches from the US, UK, and Canada to compete alongside the most competitive players in Call of Duty Warzone, including Aiden, Benny Central, Natasha, Olims, Joe Woe, Stode, Symphony, Teep, Westy, Zelena, country music star Kane Brown, and more. Tune in to see who will dominate Urzikstan, be crowned the second Monster MVP, and for the first time ever, claim victory in the Code Bowl 5 Solo YOLO. You won't want to miss the chance to celebrate 5 years of Code Bowl, 15 years of endowment impact for veterans, and learn more about the upcoming endowment pack in Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Stay tuned after next to see who will take home the coveted Code Bowl 5 trophy, live from Washington, D.C. Now, I'll tell you what, folks, the energy in this building is unbelievable, and we've only just really begun. If you are just tuning in live, welcome to Washington, D.C. Welcome to Call of Duty Next. We've had so much incredible news so far, but it's not over yet because we're going to head on down now to the developers at Treyarch to give you guys an exclusive look at Black Ops 6 Zombies. So, GB, you know what to do. It's over to you.
Thank you so much for that, Lonnie. And yes, the Code Bowl is incredible. Make sure you guys stick around for that. And a great time. And those players are going to throw down in the server. You best believe that. But here we go, folks. We're at the desk. And it's now time to talk about everyone's favorite undead thingamajigam. It's zombies, baby. And you guys may have seen this online. Round-based zombies is back. And honestly, I'm stoked. It could be better than ever. I think it is going to be better than ever.
There's only one way to find out.
And how, yeah, that's right. So now we will have 2 maps at launch, and one of which we're going to be debuting here live at Call of Duty Next. So, folks, welcome to Liberty Falls.
There's a place just round the bend. A place by the name of Liberty Falls. 1991's fastest growing town in America, and it's plain to see why. It's a place of simple tastes. Neighbors help one another. Where church ain't just for Sundays. So if you're passing this way, be sure to stop on by. We're dying to welcome you.
Pre-order digitally and instantly unlock the Reflect 115 camo pack in Modern Warfare 3 and Call of Duty Warzone.
Let's kick things off with a good old-fashioned hell yes. Round-based zombies is back. We are welcoming to the desk the Treyarch Zombies team. We've got Kevin Drew, Steve Bianchi, and Anthony Saunders. Guys, that Liberty Falls trailer, as Alex said, it's going to leave a mark.
It's intense. It's incredible, right?
Yeah. Small town.
It was peaceful. It's a little more dangerous now.
Yeah, it looked like it would have been a good time out with the family. Now, not so much.
You know, we've been riding the Zombies hype train since reveal, and you know, I feel like I just hit a new level there. But there are 2 awesome round-based Zombies maps at launch with Liberty Falls and, of course, Terminus Island, which we've been talking about over the last few weeks. What does it feel like to just have both of these out in the world now?
Oh, it's so awesome to have basically Zombies Month, where we've gotten just so much time to show off all the hard work the team's been doing for the last 4 years and showcasing both maps. Very different. We'll get into that, but it's just been great.
Yeah, lots of hard work over the years from the Zombies team. And Steve, Liberty Falls kind of feels like a new setting for Zombies. Like you said, the small town, it's bright. It feels like a little bit of a different place. What's this map all about?
Yeah, it's this really idyllic small town. You know, it's in West Virginia, but now it's like the site of a zombie incursion zone. So watch out, it's just destroyed immediately, right? It's crazy, but there's so many details when you look around the map and all these little shops and things like that. It's such a built-out world is great, and there's actually all these little stories about the people who used to live there, and some little side quests that maybe you'll find.
You guys,
relating
side
to them.
quests, never.
So
What?
yeah, you gotta wait till it comes out. But, you know,
yeah.
And of course, Black Ops 6 is set in 1991. So first look at this map on Liberty Falls. It really seems like we're embracing that early 90s era, where of course we see it all over Black Ops 6, but this has got that nice nostalgia.
Oh yeah. So I mean, Terminus is a little hard to get that 90s vibe when you're in a remote Pacific
prison.
Yeah. I've been to a few prisons in the 90s, so
Liberty
you know.
Falls is really like where we got to just embrace everything from nostalgia, 90s. I think everyone here was a child when they were in the 90s.
Yes.
And so just to bring all these little elements, so for me, it's like the comic shop, bowling alley, video store.
You remember brick and mortar stores, right?
Some fun.
I used to actually work in a video store in the late 90s, you know, with VHS tapes and all
No
that. So
shot.
make sure
when they
always
existed.
rewind, right?
Yeah, be kind
Yep,
and
exactly.
rewind.
Yep.
So you mentioned Terminus, and we know that Terminus is set concurrently, right, with Liberty Falls, because you see the dates and the trailers.
Yes.
So you got people were putting 2 and 2 together on that. What are going to be some of the biggest differences, though, between the Terminus experience versus the Liberty Falls experience?
Yeah, so Terminus, or rather Liberty Falls, has a deceptive calm compared to like the more immediate threat you feel when you load into Terminus. Terminus is dark, it's claustrophobic immediately, so you feel that threat, you know. The brightness of Liberty Falls will have you feeling almost kind of safe, like maybe you could hit up Yummy Freeze, get a couple scoops, but you know, this is Zombie
Don't
Zone.
tempt me.
Yeah, you know it's not all good. You know, as you explore the map, you'll start to see the signs of the outbreak. You'll see the signs of a failed attempt to contain this thing.
Okay.
So, you know, it'll be everything that you expect. And what we want this to do is like set, you know, we want it to be easy to pick up, you know, but hard to master.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot for players to chew on. It's a smaller map, so again, a lot for players to chew on while they try not to be chewed upon. There you go.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm going to write that one down. But speaking of story, because you kind of hinted at it a little bit, it's a failed attempt at a containment, which means, you know, we got to look at the cinematic earlier this week that's going to set up the map. And damn, there's some spooky things happening in there. You know, we're seeing for the very first time the man himself, Edward Richtofen, since Black Ops Cold War. And he seemingly is going to get yeeted into another dimension here by the ether. What does this mean, Kevin?
Well, you know, I think it's the cinematic, first of all, is incredible, but I don't think this is how we expected to find Richtofen, and it's a bit of a change of expectations. We're not going to give anything away right now.
Okay.
But we're really just setting the groundwork for the game in this cinematic. It's basically whatever you saw at the end there, and Richtofen.
Well, and also too, we see his family. You know, I'm going to make some assumptions here. It seems like they were violently murdered, or there's some sort of very.
I think they just were out at the sun too long.
I hope he doesn't have those nightmares.
No sunblock on the picnic. That'll do some things to you.
Yeah. So up until now, we've really been framing him up as this villain.
Yeah.
And you know, he's done terrible things to our crew on Terminus Island. But now we found out some terrible things have happened to him. So it's a bit more gray than you might have initially thought, right?
Yeah, we're adding some complexity.
Yeah, the best villains are always the ones that believe that they're doing the right thing. You know what I mean? There were some really sick moments in that trailer as well. So you can definitely get the vibe that there was. It's going to be pretty wild. I'm excited for it.
And you did talk about the end there. I'm gonna push on a little bit. You tell me no. Was that a Maxis voice that I heard there?
I don't know. And you could make some assumptions there. If you played the end of Cold War, some things happen that really kind of translate here, and you can kind of connect the points.
So is that what you would suggest players start if they want to get into the story?
While we're waiting, if you want to jump into Cold War, it's a great time to go check out those main quests and get ready to the story.
Yeah, I've been replaying Cold War Zombies. But all right, we're headed right into Zombies gameplay here. But a few quick things for those of you watching at home. We are spoiler-free today. We do not want to ruin the moment. Play it at launch. So the main quest and all the Easter eggs are actually turned off. And of course, the dedicated crew is back in round-based zombies in Black Ops 6. But since Liberty Falls happens concurrently with Terminus, dedicated crew's busy. They're trying to break out of prison, so they're not at Liberty Falls. We're going to see a different set of characters played by the folks here on that map today.
Yeah, and so, well, should be waiting any minute now to be jumping into the action, but it seems like once that's good to go, Black Ops 6 Zombies is live. There you have it, and we are in to the action. We're going to be sticking around with this one for a little bit, talking about what we're going to be seeing, and I mean, I'm just excited to have round-based zombies back. That is going to be really exciting. Just fun, just, you know, kind of to see how far you can climb, right? That's always the gimmick. You know what I mean? You want to see how far you can go on that one.
So guys, yeah, we're already at round 10. Where on the map are we right now?
This is the bank here, so they're inside. You can actually get up on the roof of here too. We call this the Alamo. It's like the last holdout that they had here, Project Janus. So it's actually where you'll find the Wonder Fizz inside here. Yeah, we have Juggernaut. This is kind of the classic Juggernaut central point of the map. So there's a lot of good things, a lot of connections you can make between the two major sections here.
So we see we're in this mission right now, Liberty Falls. Who's your handler? You know, like what's the goal of the Liberty Falls mission?
Right. So we actually got introduced to our handler in the cinematic, John Blanchard, and he's the head of Janus Security.
Okay.
You know, Rick Toppin told him, lock it down, try to protect Liberty Falls. As we see here, they didn't really succeed. So you enter as an outside group, and he mistakes you as part of Project Janus. So he starts to team up with you and guide you along to try to salvage the situation, see if anyone's still alive.
Okay.
Figure out what's going on, really just try to contain.
But you said that he assumes that you are a part of the group.
So you might not be.
You might not be.
Oh.
TBD.
Yeah. Okay, all right. That is, I'm quite curious to see how that story plays out with there, but that's going to be pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have someone in the bowling alley here. This is Liberty Lanes. And there's my guy, Mr. Peaks. Little neon Mr. Peaks on the wall.
Great place to do some training there on the bowling lanes.
Oh,
around
and we're crafting. We're at the crafting table.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, so crafting's
all
back.
Kinds of goodies.
You can make support, which is mostly score streaks, but a self-revive. We're actually limiting how many self-revives you can craft in a game now to 3.
So only 3 per match.
Make it a little tougher in higher rounds, less opportunities.
I definitely needed that. I needed.
Oh,
yeah.
here's our first abomination.
Okay.
And he's gone.
I mean, that ray gun is. You can always leave it up to the ray gun. Yeah.
Somebody, of course, Lego lock out the ray gun.
So the ray gun has a new look that we're.
Yeah. So the weapons team did an amazing job. They remodeled the weapon and gave it a huge polish pass. So like the weapon inspect, it looks amazing. You actually see the cartridges as you reload.
There's a lot more animations when he's firing it too. You could see it was revolving around there. So it's really neat. Yeah.
I'm sure we're going to get another ray gun look as we get further into Liberty Falls. Benny Central here, round 11.
Yeah. Now, something I'm curious about, because the world looks very lived in. It's got a lot of, you know, it seems like it has a lot of layers to it, and there's a story to be told in the map itself, right? So, you know, what is like being in this map like? How does this relate to the players? Like, are there going to be some goodies that they could find around here? Like, what do we have?
Yeah, you know, we have an epic main quest here in this map that you'll be able to experience when it comes out. And, you know, as part of that, we are really upping the challenge this time around. So I think people will be pleasantly surprised of what they need to do to kind of do, you know, challenge their skills and their puzzle solving abilities. But, you know, we also have some really cool rewards for that as well. So we have new operator skins, and actually for the first time, Wonder Weapon skins as well.
Wonder Weapon skins. That is something that I think people are going to be.
The ability to make your ray gun look like a different ray gun.
Yeah,
we're super excited for the day one hunt, you know, on this map. Everyone's really stoked working on the map. We can't wait.
Yeah, I'm not going to get a lot of work done that day. I got to be honest with you guys.
Yeah.
If you're looking for anything, I'm going to be busy.
You can definitely also see the Omni movement as well playing a role in this too, right? That has to add a different layer to this, because now, you know, before you're like, oh, I got to turn around and run. But now you can just like slide back. Yeah, you can just move away. Has that added some fun layers to the zombies experience?
I'd say definitely with PhD Flopper, you could see up on the hill there, you grab that, you run and jump down, do an awesome back dive and explode, and it's great. It's really cool. The movement makes it so fluid to get around.
You can run backwards now, but there might be zombies behind you, so it's not necessarily an advantage.
It's safe to assume there are zombies anywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
So actually, we have third-person mode.
Yes,
in
and we're
Zombies
seeing it
now.
right here.
There you go.
Oh,
so
snap.
That's kind of a nice way, if you're able to play like this, to get a little bit more, awareness behind you.
Wow, I did not realize that. That is actually really cool. And then you can also see just like the wild slides.
We're showing off.
It shows off Omni movement really well.
Yeah. Cool. No, that's pretty damn awesome. So now, in terms of main quest, can we confirm here that they're like every map is going to have like a main quest at launch?
Definitely. We'll have both at the launch. Both these maps will have main quests that we're super stoked for people to play. We've been putting a lot of effort in, tuning and balancing these things. So it's going to be a good challenge. We can't wait.
Should we be expecting that difficulty to be climbing up and again harder and harder?
Yeah, I think
we're always trying.
Yeah,
it's tough when the world is trying to solve a single puzzle, but it's like we always want to make sure the steps are intuitive but hard to discover initially. It's an interesting balance, and we always give it a shot every time, and always trying to hone
challenge your skills too. Right?
Of course.
Yeah. Ultimately, we want more people to dive into the main quests and enjoy the narrative, discover the narrative in Zombies. Anthony, what have you got for players who might be newer to Zombies with Black Ops 6?
Yeah, so in BO6 we have what we're calling directed mode, which as the name suggests, will help direct the players through the main quest. What we've done is allow the quest, or rather the rounds, to progress as the player opens up the map and completes the quest. So as they finish steps, the rounds will ramp up. It'll help keep things under control. We've given it a general cap of round 15, so things will never get too crazy for the players.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're really excited about
that. So if you've never really dived into the Zombies experience before, that is like the best way to do it, to like acclimate yourself to that gameplay.
Yeah, I think we all know someone that has just either been intimidated or just hasn't been able to get into the main quest because of the difficulty, and we're hoping that this will be a good on-ramp for them.
Oh, we're seeing a trap.
It's Aetherella.
Just in.
Aetherella.
Yeah.
So this is a new trap just on Liberty Falls. Tell us about Aetherella here.
This is a life-size action figure here from a comic book, right? That actually you can fire this up, and she blasts zombies with her laser death beam eyes here. But you gotta watch out there, because your head could get clipped too. So be sure to crouch.
Big guy was taking some shots there.
Big guy was taking some collateral damage.
You don't want to hang out in the comic book on top of the counter there. You might get blasted during that. But there's great witty comments as part of that as well. It's really fun. And there's another trap they might come across here as well. The Dark Ether Field Trap is around here, and that's a really cool project. Janice set those up. And actually, it'll slow down and dissolve zombies actually when they're in there. And you can
we love dissolving zombies.
And lure them, but you don't want to linger there too long either. It's going to impact you after a little bit of time. So those are really fun too.
A good zombie. Yeah, a good zombie dissolving goes a long way for the soul.
Rampage
Now, I understand as well, because there are a lot of new things that are going to be coming to Zombies. It looks so fun.
Oh, somebody's got the jet gun.
Somebody's got the jet gun. Okay, so
speaking of
Hutch, one of the OGs, we could talk about this. Every map has its own unique wonder weapon in Black Ops 6.
Yes.
What are we looking at here?
This is the jet gun, right, for this map. This is a favorite returning, maybe fan favorite from Transit that we're actually boosting up here, and you're not gonna break it apart now, right? Like last time, you're gonna actually keep it. It just overheats. So once you construct it, you have it. So obviously, if people haven't played it before, it's made from a big jet engine. So it's gonna suck in all these zombies, chop them up, kind of spit them out the back end of that. You can actually pull in, salvage, stuff like power-ups. We have weapons and things like that too. If you get, so it's really fun to use that weapon, just cranking through the zombies. But it also has a new specialty weapon blast that you can do and charge up, and it fires off. And
that's sick.
In case of emergency, break glass type scenario.
Yeah, for sure. Well, like I said, a lot of new things that are going to be coming to this. We just saw even things that are returning that are getting a fresh coat of paint on it. But also, I want to talk about the new perk machines as well, because there's one name in particular that I absolutely love, the Melee Macchiato. It's just too good. What is it? What can you tell us about it?
So this perk machine is new, and it is everything that is 90s. We've got grunge rock, we've got boxing, we've got coffee. So
coffee shops, what's
coffee
better?
Shops.
Yeah.
So Melee
called a cup of Kino. Wait till you see what it costs. Yeah, nice.
You drink it, it replaces your gun butt with this lethal punch that sends zombies flying. really fun to use. It also ties in nicely with our dedicated melee, which is also coming to zombies. So when you bring your baseball bat, your knife in, it buffs the damage for that as well. So it's a really nice perk, especially early rounds to get a kind of a heads
here's the armor buy, which is new.
Yeah, so we've moved armor as wall buys instead of, it used to get it, you'd have to get it from the arsenal. And so now it's such an important thing that we thought we wanted to get that out there at the level, and it's part of the core progression, right? You're deciding, do I want to get Jug or do I want to get tier 2 armor?
Yeah,
right?
and
that kind of thing.
And that can obviously, you know, like be your undoing ultimately, or it could be the thing that bails you out in the end, right?
Prepare accordingly.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
But it's not just about, you know, all of the new things coming to Zombie, because we actually have some really awesome things returning from previous Zombies experiences that have that exciting twist on top. And one of those things that's hugely important is Gobblegums.
Yeah, so we might have seen it somewhere around here, but we've got several Gobblegum machines in the world. Gobblegums are a consumable buff system that was first introduced in Black Ops 3. They're really fun. You use them and you kind of break the rules. It gives you little really powerful abilities for a little bit of a time, or kind of progresses your growth. We made a lot of improvements this game, so you always have to earn things in Zombies. So it's still important. You make your pack in the front end, but once you get in, you still have to go to these machines. One's free every round.
But you can earn them just through playing, to your point.
As you play, as rounds turn, you always have a chance to earn a gum.
Okay.
What's new and really cool is we actually allow you to take 3 and store them on yourself. So you can actually kind of strategize or make combos and decide how to use them. It uses the score streak menu, very similar to MP. So if you're familiar with that, kind of sorting between those, you can do it here. Really excited to see how people are going to kind of
just feels like you guys are
these things
doing such a great job of just making sure that like the person who only plays multiplayer can go over to Zombies and also feel at home with like some of the mechanics that kind of transfer over, which I think is really cool. Yeah.
I mean,
and that's the awesome thing, especially about like Omni movement, the global systems that are coming. We have we called out the HUD presets earlier, which you'll be able to see in Zombies as well. Dedicated melee. We've got plenty of stuff.
So much of the stuff we do at the core is so buttery smooth. It's like we want to bring that over into Zombies.
You're making me hungry. We're talking about coffee and butter. And maybe it's something about watching the zombies try to eat you that's
yeah, it's a little bit of that. But it's a different kind of hunger.
Yeah.
A bit more evil.
So Kevin, augments are also a huge new thing coming to Zombies in Black Ops 6. And I've heard this referred to as build crafting a little bit. You get the combos going. You know, how's this going to work?
Yeah, so this is the evolution of a permanent progression system that we introduced in Cold War. This idea that the longer you play Zombies, you get to power up your abilities, your field upgrades, your perks, your ammo mods, make them more powerful. What's different this time around is you're unlocking augments, and there's 6 per category of content. So you have minors and majors, and you can equip 1 of each. And the idea here is that depending on what you're trying to do in the game, whether it's high rounds, playing as a group, going for the main quest, right? That's really going to impact how you build your augments and what you set. And so ultimately, you're making your Juggernog your Juggernog.
Yeah.
Your Juggernog.
It's my Juggernog.
Yeah.
Your Juggernog is not like mine. Or maybe it is.
Maybe it is. I'm a support player.
So maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
But there's over 100 of these to unlock, and it's going to be a very lengthy journey to unlock all of them. So, yeah, just really excited to see like what combos people come up with and builds.
One thing that I always loved when at the studio, when you guys talk about the making of Black Ops 6, sort of these set of core pillars that the game was built around, and one of those is become monster. And that's something that's interwoven across the entire game, but you folks on the Zombies team said, hey, we'll take that literally, and that seems like how we got Mutant Injection.
Yeah, it's a blast, right? So yeah, here we have it. You see, you inject yourself, and you actually can become a mangler for a limited amount of time, and you just plow through zombies and chop them up and blast them. It's great, you know. And we've been wanting to do this for a really long time, and the animators actually showed us like, hey, check this out. Like, let's do this. Let's make this happen in this game. So we're like, yeah. So this is the first score streak that's really meant for zombies, and it's just such a blast to play.
Also, you can hear the maniacal laughter coming from the. He's like, you know.
I think I feel like it's like being a chopper gunner on the ground. Like you're a living chopper gunner. It's like that level of power.
I think you said yesterday too, like the Mangler on Mangler crime. If you use mutant injection on another, on a Mangler.
The battle, it's great. The VO that he says is great during that too. It's hilarious. It's like,
Got to see that.
No, for sure. All right, well, there's other things to talk about here as well. Kevin, why don't you go ahead and tell us about the Arsenal as well, and like what should we be expecting there?
Yeah, so we've really streamlined the Arsenal this game, and also kind of given it a glow up. It's, it'll be found on the level. It's a one-stop shop for weapon upgrades. It's where you spend your salvage to upgrade rarity and apply ammo mods. What's also really cool though is this time it's kind of got a AI drill and sergeant. Voice, and it will actually kind of call you out. If it notices that you run nearby it, if your weapon's underpowered, it might be like, kind of shout at you.
Yeah, I love it when my NPCs judge me,
to get over here and upgrade it. Because it's really important to kind of keep up with the power band as these zombies get harder and harder.
Yeah, we just heard someone wail.
I just heard someone scream at no behind us. So
that's how you know they were in a good run.
They might have hit that death animation that we've been hoping to see.
Oh man, and this the abomination is just horrifying. I am not looking. There's like one outside too, right? It's like some massive one. There's just so much to talk about. We're going to be talking about it. Don't worry, folks. Plenty to yap about when it comes to zombies. But we're going to take a quick break, and when we return, we're talking some more Black Ops 6. See you guys on the other side.
Play like a pro on a big screen TV up to 98 inches from TCL, the official TV of Call of Duty. Share the wins. Elgato, the official streaming partner of Call of Duty. AMD, official CPU and GPU partner of Call of Duty Next. Herman Miller Gaming is happy to be the chair provider for Call of Duty Next. Today's players are sitting in Herman Miller Gaming embodied chairs. Check out which gaming chair is best for you at hermanmiller.com/gaming. Triumph, official motorcycle partner of Black Ops 6. Customize your typing. Drop, the official keycap partner of Call of Duty.
Pre-order the new half-scale DG2 Wunderwaffe replica. Bonus, all fans who grab one of these for their collection will get a gift with purchase. Exclusive Gold Lightning weapon camo.
Okay, we are all so obsessed.
How was that?
We were obsessed with Abby. That was Abby, which is our pet name for the 2-scale Mega Abomination.
Yeah, because he gave that thing a pet name. Oh my word.
Abby.
She hasn't eaten anyone yet.
Yeah, she's been very demure, very respectful.
Very cutesy, very thoughtful, but there's actually a team articulating her smoke, all of the things. She did a moment for the creators yesterday as they were coming in.
Holy crap.
She is so cool.
She has to come home with us. I love her so much.
So we've been in here, so I haven't really had an opportunity to see. And, I saw it when I came in today, and I was like, oh, wow, that's big. Didn't think much about it. But when you see it moving around and stuff, that really hits home. That is utterly fascinating. And actually, as a matter of fact, you can see right there that there is a little placard. I actually have it right here.
Oh, here we go.
That's
we
right.
have officially won.
I am also a Guinness Book of World Record holder, so I'm very proud to hold this alongside my colleagues at Activision and Treyarch, because this is the largest marionette of a video game character achieved by Activision Call of Duty USA in Washington, D.C. on the 27th of August, 2024.
Abby's a star.
Congratulations,
Yeah, we're so proud of her and the team that
built her at Treyarch. So thank you, Zombies team. Huge moment. Guinness World Record holder.
That's a real one. That's a real one right there. That's pretty awesome.
And there's baby Abby.
Yes.
Oh, yes. I mean, again, all horrifying, but now smaller size. So that's just great.
Extra cute.
Extra cutesy. You love to see it. All right. Well, now we're ready, obviously, to talk more about zombies, Steph. But what do we have next here? Because we got a lot of good stuff here to dive into.
Yeah, we talked about Wonder Weapons a little bit. You guys got a quick look at the Wunderwaffe.
Wunderwaffe,
which we have all been arguing about, which is the correct way. I think I'm siding with the internet. I'm saying
I just call it the DG2 because
the DG2,
I can barely grasp the English language.
But every map will have its own unique wonder weapon. We got a quick look at the Thrustodyne, but let's go back and have another look here.
The Thrustodyne.
AKA the jet gun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I love that it's called the Thrustodyne, but in its core, it's just a giant jet engine. It's just gonna devour people.
Yeah. Model 23, you know, it's like, what were those other 22 models?
Yeah.
Makes you wonder.
It truly makes you wonder what that first version looked like,
and saw
the person who used it.
We saw in gameplay a little bit, but of course, we still have.
There's that blast attack. Right?
Oh yeah, the blast attack is real. We still have Old Faithful is there, so we got a quick look at the ray gun, but the ray gun has had a bit of a makeover.
Yeah,
there
look how
she is.
Good it looks.
So
the weapons
cool.
team knocked it out of the park.
That reload animation is so sick.
So cool.
Man.
And it rotates, right?
Yeah. The back spins, it rotates. You know, you can
tell,
it's
like, just again, a lot of work was put into that. A lot of care was put into that. So to the whole team.
Can't wait till you see the Wonder Weapon skin for it. You know, I'm not gonna show it now, but
we saw a few skins for it as well. I think some people were running around with it.
There's Pack-a-Punch for both of them in there now, right?
Oh,
Which is where the jet gun can Pack-a-Punch too, right?
Complete the main quest.
Yeah. Maybe we'll see what it looks
you'll
like.
see what that looks like. You know.
Now you really can't talk about the Wunda weapons without mentioning the iconic Wunderwaffe, aka the DG2. And for all those Call of Duty collectors out there, we actually have something pretty dope to show you. Check this out.
Oh,
Bam.
there she is.
Boom. Now, not exactly, this is obviously a smaller version of it. A little half scale of it here, of the Wunderwaffe DG2 replica that is now available for pre-order on the Call of Duty shop. And we saw Richtofen use the DG2 in the Liberty Falls cinematic and use it in a lot of creative ways as well, might I add.
Reloading with a zombie's head.
Yeah, that just seemed like a thing to do in the moment, right? Very cool thing to do. But of course, this right here is going to be a perfect shelf companion for your ray gun collectible that released last year, and I want this, so I'm going to take it.
Kevin said it best earlier, is like, be like Richtofen, keep it next to your bed. You never know what trouble is lurking.
You get like a camo with this too, right? So you also get something else on top of it. So guys, come on, get out there.
An actual camo you can use in-game for buying the Wunderwaffe on the COD shop.
Yes.
Yeah,
incredible.
That is pretty darn cool. All right, folks. Well, with Black Ops 6 around the corner, now is the perfect time to grab this new addition to your Call of Duty collection. Of course, only available on shop.callofduty.com while supplies last. But that's not the only way to get your hands on one of these bad boys right here. Because Miles, tell us what you got for the people watching today. Let them know.
More Wunderwaffens?
Wunderwaffe, yes. You at home can have a chance to win one of 5 Black Ops 6 Zombies Wunderwaffe DG2s. All you have to do is go to X/Twitter and send a tweet with the hashtags #CodNext, #Black Ops 6, and #Wunderwaffe Sweepstakes, and you'll be entered to win one of the 5 half-scale collectibles. Chris, das ist gut.
Yo, I'm doing it right now, and I'm a little bit lazier than you, so I'm just going to scan this QR code. That's going to help me pre-draft everything, and then I can just tag you and tell you how much better I am at Call of Duty Zombies.
Oh, Zombies. Hey, we got to 28, though. That was pretty rocking. How about you at home, folks? Are you ready to get into the Zombies action? Here, in Call of Duty's Black Ops 6 Zombies. Absolute shenanigans here in DC. Save us, Golden Boy.
They're having way too much fun with that elevated camera.
That stage is so good. I am obsessed with it.
All right. Well, look, guys, and I know there was a lot to talk about here. Briefly, I did want to touch on real fast because we had talked about directed mode real quick. But just wanted, I know you guys wanted to emphasize something real fast.
Want to call it, that is actually going to be happening after the launch. So we want to make sure we have that initial window for all of our dedicated audience to go solve that main quest the old-fashioned way.
Got it.
And the idea is, at the start of Season 1, directed mode will come out, and thereafter in seasons. to open it up for more people to experience.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You want people to, feel like, they can discover what they want to discover, but at the same time be able to introduce new players to the Zombies experience, because everyone should play Zombies.
Yeah,
it's freaking awesome.
At that point, too, you group up with your friends who might have done it already.
Yeah.
Bring them on, get your new friends involved.
Unique rewards.
Maybe join the join the hunt.
Yeah.
The next time around, once you got your feet wet.
So we saw this a little bit earlier in the show, but I am very excited to talk progression challenges coming to Zombies, which includes some incredibly mastery camos that you're seeing on screen now. Kevin.
Here's our time to shine. These zombie mastery camos are equally awesome as the MP. This one's Afterlife. Looks incredible, but I am really excited about Nebula. This thing, when you fire it, it actually kind of heats up in a way,
that looks cool.
And it just becomes more dynamic the longer you fire it, and it feels like you're like, I don't know, weaponizing the cosmos.
I like that. That is a phrase right there. Weaponizing the cosmos for success.
Reticle challenges and the Dark Ops challenges also coming to Zombies, plus the camo track. The camo grind is almost here. I can taste it.
Yeah.
And Prestige shared across all modes.
Classic Prestige across every mode.
And that is just really, really cool. So there's so much, just so many cool things to talk about here today. But look, if you're like me, I've been oohing and on at all the nice, juicy camos that we've been seeing here today. And I mean, again, you have so much that you can lean on here. Make sure you guys are out there, digitally pre-order Black Ops 6, or you can subscribe to select Game Pass plans and get the Reflect 115 camo pack. Of course, playable immediately in Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone. And these look really cool. I mean, just the visual is just striking in of itself there, Steph. Pretty dope.
I already have these.
Yeah.
I'm going to go home and play with them.
I don't doubt it. You have probably everything.
Yeah.
Your inventory is probably wild.
I play a lot of this game, needless to say. But so another really cool thing coming to Black Ops 6, Zombies are evolving enemies.
Yeah.
Kevin first described this to me as zombie popcorn, which is really gross. But
Changes
Anthony,
popcorn forever for me.
Yeah, Anthony, tell us how these work.
Yeah, so basically we have what's the start of an evolutionary chain represented in the parasite and the vermin. And basically these things will pop out of zombies dynamically throughout an engagement. So kind of switch it up for you. You think you're clearing your horde, and all of a sudden a giant head pops off and turns into a spider and comes after you. And so you have to kind of change where you're aiming. It mixes things up, keeps it interesting, keeps it challenging. You have to look down, look up. So, yeah, really just switches things up for you.
Because if there's one thing that we all needed, it's more ways for things to kill us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. I mean, really, it's just more creative ways.
Never
Evolutionary.
enough ways to die. Never enough ways to die.
If you think these are terrifying, there's more on the way.
Just wait till the live
bro.
season.
Got stuff for you.
Yeah,
for sure.
man,
Oh,
it's just
man.
nasty.
There are more coming. And speaking of things to come, Treyarch team, we've obviously got 2 awesome maps at launch, but what can you tell us? What do you got in store for us and beyond that on the live seasons?
So what I could say is that the next map is going to be coming by the end of this year.
Oh,
and that is going to be
round-based zombies map.
Really setting the tone for how all in round-based we are this year.
Yeah, that's quite significant. I mean, you're just so many options for ways to be able to play. That has to feel pretty good for you guys and the team to be able to deliver so much like this.
It feels amazing.
Yeah, I'm personally I think we're all just really stoked about all the maps that we're going to come with. Everything just helps kind of tell the story and just pair all the maps themselves pair with the story we're trying to tell. So yeah, we're all really excited.
So excited about it. Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
There we go.
This is a mutant injection, is it not?
Indeed,
Yes,
it is. Yeah.
Oh my word! You can see him go, oh yeah!
Yeah.
It's like the Kool-Aid Man on steroids.
I like his nod of approval.
He might be. I mean, he's all the way in 21, so Ink Slasher is retreating here as we're seeing.
We're not even getting to the rounds where it gets hard yet.
Yeah, and I'm seeing, so there is like a time frame that you have for it, so I can't just go and live out my destructive fantasies unlimited.
Coming back out
Limited
now.
time.
For a limited time
Back
only.
now.
Get it while it's hot. Oh man, that is so cool. It just looks absolutely devastating. That would be such a fun way to just clear massive waves of zombies.
Yep. You want to hold on to it for the right time when you really need that, and then
Look at
pop
that
and go for it.
Wow.
Awesome.
Oh, we got ourselves a jet gun again.
Oh, no, that's a Mangler cannon.
Oh, wait, that's the Mangler?
Yeah.
So if you shoot the Mangler cannon off of a Mangler, he has a chance to drop this thing. You can pick it up and get a couple shots, or you can go craft it as well. So it's another kind of a smaller way to get some zombies.
Spend your salvage, get the Mangler cannon, or find it. Maim a Mangler.
All sorts of ways to kill zombies.
Oh man, well I tell you, it really has been awesome to see all the things that are coming to zombies. And like I said before, it really just feels like you could feel the enthusiasm. I could tell, having talked to you guys, behind the scenes stuff, how much you love this. And it just comes across, to the game that you guys have created, but also to how you guys passionately talk about it. So thank you.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
It's a pleasure being here. We're just excited.
Yeah, Ground-Based Zombies is back. Thank you, Treyarch team. It's been incredible to see everyone here at Call of Duty Next playing Liberty Falls, our first ever gameplay of Liberty Falls. It's been an absolute blast having you guys on the desk with us. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us here on the broadcast now. But folks, when we come back, we're going to be diving into some live Resurgence gameplay on the brand new map. We're revealing for a new chapter of Warzone. And of course, we're going to be joined by both Treyarch and Raven here at the desk. So make sure you stay tuned. Warzone's coming up right after this, folks. Don't go anywhere.
Experience the world of Call of Duty with Corsair, the official gaming hardware and peripheral partner of Call of Duty. Introducing the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 collaboration from Movement. Get early access with email sign up at movement.com/COD. Call of Duty Next is powered by Xfinity. Stay ahead of the game with ultra-fast speeds and a smooth, low-lag connection. Operators, get ready to unleash a force of nature with Polaris Razor Pro R, dropping into Call of Duty Warzone in Season 1. Change your game. Scuff Gaming, the official controller partner of Call of Duty. Take your Call of Duty gameplay to the next level with Nanoleaf's modular RGB smart lights. Step into the game and sync your lights with the action on screen for the highest level of gaming immersion. Origin, customize your PC. Official gaming PC and gaming laptop of Call of Duty.
Welcome back, folks. I'm here with the Call of Duty legend himself, FIFA Kill, and our fans have actually been voting on the question that they're most excited to ask our creators and hear them answer. So, the winning fan-voted question was, how have you used the new Omni movement system, and how has it been so far today?
I mean, it's feeling good, I'm going to be honest. At the start, I was a little slow. I'm not exactly a movement king, no Joe, but I got used to it. We started cooking. I was moving around, diving over tables, looking behind me. I was going a little crazy. I think I got a 99 kill game earlier. So I'm liking the movement. It's feeling good. I like the slide, too. You can, like, slide and then go down into, like, a laying backwards kind of thing. It's crazy.
It's good because you're flexible. You can kind of, pursue your own movement and what you want to do on a map as well. Now, you did mention Joe Woe. I know he's the movement king, but with this new hairstyle, you might be starting to overtake him with this new alter ego that you've got.
I don't know about Joe Woe. I've been called Ninja a lot. But nah, I'm moving different. I can't lie. I've never been a movement king myself, but the Omni movement is great. When you guys try it, you'll see as well. It's very fluid. It's very, very natural. It feels good. I'm happy about it. I'm loving it.
Love to hear that. FIFA Kill's moving different. Let's see what our other creators think. Robert, who you got?
Hey, what's up, Lottie? I'm here with the Warzone GOAT himself, Repulse. All right, Repulse, tell us what you think about this new Omni movement system.
All right, man, look, this new Omni movement system, I'm not gonna lie, feels really, really fluid. I think there's gonna be a big skill gap, and I don't know, I feel like I barely got to play a little bit, so I have like a 1% idea of what to even expect, man. But so far, I feel like it's gonna be really fun.
Okay. All right, so now we got 16 new 6 versus 6 maps. We got 4 at launch, and we got 12 new weapons. What are you looking forward to most from this next Warzone?
From Warzone in general, man, I'm really excited to just kind of see what kind of changes are new and what things that they're adding. I don't know what we're allowed to talk about yet, but there's some cool stuff coming. I ain't gonna leak anything. I'm assuming maybe we can talk about it. I don't know, but there's some cool things that we kind of found out during the preview that are like super dope. So I'm excited for the movement to see how much that changes things and just to feel like COD's fresh again.
Yeah, if you're excited about it, you know we're excited about it. All right, so now, before we bounce, I want to play a game with you. All right, I got 2 props. One is a goat, right? You hold that. All right, and the next one is a piece of coal. I want you to go around and give these to the creators that you believe deserve them most. All right, here we go.
Only 3 goats?
Only 3 goats.
Oh, shoot. All right, let's go find.
All right. Go! Come on. Here we go. He's running. Whoa. All right, nice. Come on now. Who's the GOAT? Who's our GOAT? Uh-oh. Amir. No, he gave Amir a piece of gold. All right, here we go. All right, now why is he a GOAT?
Hey, he's quite literally the best player in the game right now, hands down. Real quick.
Hey, let's get it. How you doing, brother?
Yo, what's good, man? What's good?
He said you're the best in the world right now.
Yeah, someone would say.
I like it. He's humble.
Them two, they're teammates. That's why.
RG3, what's up, man? What's good? Oh,
I love the hair.
I appreciate it, man. What's good? What's cracking?
They're the best team in the world right now. Them 2 plus 1. So I think it's only fair to call them the GOATs. Plus 1 more. Come on, let's go.
Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Hey, all right, who we got here?
All right, my boy Diaz Biffle, he's the 3rd of the 2 that we just went to. Here, we're giving him the last GOAT status. But look, man, we got a lot of people to get Gold D. Talk to me, man. How you feeling, bro?
I feel good, man. I feel good.
What do you think about me calling you one of the GOATs?
You appreciate the gas? Hey, he said you're one of the best in the world. All right, find the coal. Let's find the coal. Oh, man. He gave him coal.
That's my GOAT. Look, man, this guy lives with me. He's got to, bro. I got to give him one. I got to.
My dog. I appreciate that.
All right. Hey, we appreciate your repos. All right. And Lottie, why don't you go ahead and tell him a little bit more about the beta?
Unbelievable. He gave him coal and then dapped him up. I mean, that is the craziest switch around I have ever seen, but that's why I've got RG3 over there doing the cardio, and I'm giving you guys the good news. The Black Ops 6 multiplayer beta early access kicks off on all platforms in 2 days on August 30th at 10 a.m. Pacific. Pre-order now for early access so you can jump into the beta starting on Friday. Now, let's jump over back to the desk where developers from Treyarch and Raven will be joining us for all things Warzone.
Thank you so much for that, Lottie, and welcome back to Call of Duty Next. And we are about to watch some live Call of Duty Warzone gameplay. I'm stoked. It's going to be awesome. Steph, we got some guests with us here today, too.
That's right, GB. We've got the very first live gameplay of the all-new map coming to Season 1 later this year. So buckle up, because you're going to want to see the debut of this Resurgence map coming up here shortly. But we are excited to welcome our guests to the desk. More talented people from Treyarch. We have Brittany Beidelman and Miles Leslie. Guys, it's almost time.
Let's go.
Yeah,
I'm so hyped
you're
up.
excited?
Let's go.
I mean,
Yes.
like the electricity in the room.
Play. Let's go.
Okay, all right,
I do too.
So you know what? Let's just jump right into it. Let me not waste you guys' time anymore here. All right, Brittany, Miles, of course, thank you so much for joining us here today. And we're going to be talking about this new Resurgence map that's going to be coming to Warzone, courtesy of Treyarch. What it's been like building this experience for y'all, because it must feel great to see it now out in the world.
Yeah, it's been really putting so much passion across all the teams, and special shout out to the Treyarch teams, the Raven team, the High Moon Studios teams. Everyone has really come together on what the dream and vision of this map is, and every single piece has been touched. So much intention. We're so excited to talk about it and show it off.
Nice.
Because it's been a minute since we've had a new Treyarch map in Warzone, so this is really exciting.
It's a big moment, yeah.
Yeah, the team at Treyarch has been working tirelessly on this map. We are thrilled to finally be able to talk about it and show it to the world.
I love that. Well, here we go. I mean, look, guys, without
boy.
further ado, let us introduce you to
Area 99.
All right, Area 99.
Welcome to the Pod Dormitory. weapons testing, mannequin assembly, a nuclear reactor, the house factory, Nuketown shipping. Well, howdy there, folks. It's your old pal, Archie Adams, to welcome you to the Safety first. When in doubt, ask what would Archie do?
We have arrived at the birthplace of Nuketown.
Wow.
And here's your very first look at our overhead tack map of Area 99. Brittany, we're here.
We made it. Yes, we made it. You said it, Stephanie. Welcome to the birthplace of Nuketown. We have 10 POIs, each with their own gameplay flair and thematic connections to Nuketown. This is uniquely a Black Ops map with a ton of character. We just cannot wait for players to get into this.
Yeah, and we actually have more POIs on the version of the tack map that you're seeing here today. On the streamers tack map, once they're in game, it's going to look a little different, but you know what? This is where we're headed for launch. We're obviously going to see alpha gameplay of Area 99. We got live gameplay coming up on Area 99 in just a few minutes, but first, let's take a closer look at our points of interest. Brittany, take us away.
Yeah, so Area 99, you're parachuting in. What's the first thing you see? Our Nuketown house suspended mid-air. It is so awesome. Up here, you have a view of other Nuketown houses that have been swallowed up by the sands of time. Then we have our test site. This is where experimental weapons are tested. The observant player may recognize that we have a prototype Guardian in the space, which is a fun nod.
Lots of little treats there.
That's cool. That's pretty cool. That POI connects to our underground bunker space. So down here, the players are more self-contained, separated from the chaos on the surface. But I recommend grabbing a gas mask before going down there.
Okay.
Then we have our bunker space. This is our bullseye in the center of the map. It's also our tallest POI with multiple levels. But what's most important about this POI is actually that it is connected to every single other POI in the map through a network of trenches.
And it's got radioactive goo.
There's also radioactive goo.
You will take damage from.
Yeah,
trust me.
Yeah. We have our manufacturing POI. This is where the Nuketown houses are made. This space is fun. We have doors, windows being carried throughout the space. There may or may not be a sneaky zip line in here somewhere. I'm not going to tell you where it is.
You have to go and find out.
Gotta go find it.
Oh, I love everything about this.
Then we have our mannequin assembly space. This place is really fun. So, okay, the backstory of this is it has been overproducing mannequins throughout the years, and now
not scary at all.
It's a little bit creepy. Players get to run through massive piles of mannequins. Mannequin limbs are just tossed throughout.
As one does.
Don't get squashed by our mannequin smasher. And then we have our pods. This is where the people who worked at Area 99 used to live. This is the fun, stacked, smaller engagements. And players here really need to listen for those footsteps of other players in order to hone in on their targets.
I mean, this just looks so cool. Everything
Pod's
about
final
this.
circle, absolutely wild.
Chaos.
I really hope we see one today in playtesting. Final circle on pods, you're going to have one of the wildest fights I've seen in Resurgence in a long time.
And something that stands out to me just looking at that overhead map real fast is a lot of color. You know, a lot of visual color that's really going to stand out when you're like moving through the map. You really get the idea that like, well, I'm moving into new POIs. I'm going into new environments.
Absolutely. That was super critical for us across just deconstructing Nuketown and bringing that color and fun in that sense back.
Yeah. Now, here's the other wild part that, you know, I genuinely just didn't even consider it being a thing, that there's a story around Nuketown. How did the creative come about for this? Because what an utterly fascinating way to approach not just making a map, but also tying in the lore of this simple map that we were introduced to years ago in Call of Duty. How did you guys come about doing it?
Yeah, I mean, we are super inspired by Nuketown. It's a fan favorite. We love it. And when we had the opportunity to bring something to Warzone, we really wanted to bring the frenetic energy of Nuketown. And so we deconstructed it. And part of that is the history of the space and how fans love the history of it and the gameplay. So we tore it apart, broke every single piece down. Like Brittany said, there's so much intention. But this had to be where they're making all those Nuketowns and then shipping them off to the desert to blow them up. This old, you know, abandoned military facility built in the 1950s, you know, we leaned all the way in. And so when you see that color and you see so many unique POIs in gameplay, it all stems from that idea is, where was Nuketown made?
Yeah.
Area 99, baby.
Very, very interesting. Now, narratively, I'm absolutely just in. I'm down with this. But I'm also seeing a lot of really cool areas, Brittany. We can have some fun engagements. What were some of the core design philosophies that y'all wanted to implement on this to really make it feel like not just you're playing Nuketown, but you're playing Nuketown in a scale that's never been tested before?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the most important things that we wanted to do with this map was, like Miles was saying, tell the origin story of Nuketown. And in fact, Nuketown itself was a key source of inspiration for our map.
Yeah.
So we pushed for more of a classic 3-lane design, and that was strategic because we want to funnel players together towards the center of the map.
Yeah.
And by doing this, you'll have quicker engagements, faster gameplay, and that's what we want from this space.
Yeah.
We also have a lot of like vertical, taller buildings in the space, and that's also strategic because we want players to gain awareness of where other teams are, using the rooftops, things like that, help them think tactically in the space, and again, all for the the need of having the faster engagements that we want in that space.
I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of really fun fights at Reactor, right in the center. As you mentioned, it's like a bullseye. It's tall. It's beautiful. There's underground
the second you drop, you're in it.
Woo! Let's go.
Yeah. Again, all hit up with that toxic sludge.
All over the toxic. Yeah. Well.
I'm going to land right into it. I already know that that's happening. My friends are just going to have to deal with it. Yeah.
But Brittany, what can players expect in terms of comparing Area 99 to other Resurgence maps that they know in Warzone right now?
Yeah, so players can expect this map to bring the fast, frenetic gameplay that we all know and love from the OG Nuketown. It's coming to Resurgence in Area 99. And when you look at the pre-existing portfolio of Resurgence maps, you'll see that Area 99 is actually very similar in size to Rebirth Island.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
man.
That'll make a lot of people excited. Also, another thing I had noticed as well is just, the map layout itself, gives you a lot of great opportunities for rotations, to really move around the map fluidly. It feels like you guys really thought about that. Like, how do you get from POI to POI in a very smooth manner, right?
Yeah, there's so much care, like Stephanie was saying, and the team's absolutely crushed it as we've been playtesting it, is having those conversations on rotations and approaching it from a Warzone and Resurgence point of view. That always key is, again, taking MP Nuketown for Resurgence is key. It absolutely feels and plays like it.
Yeah, well, speaking of the feels part of it, I mean, the aesthetic stands out big time.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So let's talk about that inspiration, why you guys went the direction that you went with this very retro style, if you will.
Yeah, so when you look at Nuketown and where really the origins of that, it's got this retro futurism sort of aesthetic.
There's a word for that.
There's a word for it.
There is a word for it.
Let me get the dictionary.
Conversation. Everyone is
Today I learned.
It's abandoned, but it's Nuketown. What does it mean?
Retro future. So this was a key inspiration across all the buildings, and really because it's a projection of almost what the 1950s thought the future was going to be. That's really through all the machinery, the robots, the crusher, the reactor. It feels like that, and that was important to us. So you're constantly immersed in Area 99, and you know it's Black Ops. You know it's special to this moment, and you know Area 99 is bringing something fresh and new.
And Archie.
And Archie
Adam.
Come on, you heard him at the top. He's really a special character of the team that we crafted to be the mascot for the nuclear reactor and the nuclear world that Area 99 is bringing. So
the spiritual leader of Area 99. I think we're going to see a lot of him.
Just remember,
hopefully.
do what Archie does. I love it. I love it.
You are going to hear him in the map. He's all over with the PAs. It's fantastic.
Awesome.
And of course, like I said, this is alpha gameplay that we're seeing here today at Next, because this map is obviously still few months away from launch, but the streamers who are live at Next are going to be dropping into Area 99 shortly. Brittany, I have to ask you, I have my own thoughts. I have my own favorite place to land here. What do you think the hot drop's going to be today?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. I think the hot drop today is going to be our manufacturing POI. That's the one that has all the Nuketown houses getting built, right?
Okay. Any mini Nuketowns.
All of them, yes. And so this is going to be a hot drop because it is a parkour playground inside. Players can run, jump, climb on all of the different house pieces. It's going to be so fun. And it's a good, testing ground for that Omni movement system.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
It's absolutely
My
fantastic.
favorite is, I have to say, House on a Crane. You talked about it first. It's
House
in
on a Crane.
Nuketown shipping. You cannot miss House on a Crane. You got a great vantage up there. Miles, do you have a favorite?
I do. So, I mean, it's hard to choose, but personally for me, I love to get into the command bunker underneath. I like the SMG, the shotgun. I like to really try to dominate that if I can. The circle might push me out, but I'm going to try to hold it. And I have a soft spot, really, when you were looking at it, is callback to Blackout, Nuketown Island bunkers underneath.
My
for everyone
man.
that knows.
My man. Love it.
It's got that vibe and that feel, so I love to just kind of sit down there like a hermit and a creep and just kind of like watching people.
Okay, duly noted.
Yeah,
We
so
got to play
I'm
some
gonna
time.
see you. I'm gonna see you down there.
Yeah.
See, I like that strategy too. Just way in the corner. Really,
I didn't say a corner. Okay, GB.
Well, I'm going to a corner.
He said command center.
Tactical defending.
Okay, but outside of the command center, we're looking outside the bunker. If I happen to look at the periphery of the map, out into the desert, saw some conversation about this online. What else might we see in that Nevada desert?
Well, you might see a hint of something fans love that might come later. We'll see.
Okay.
Get something with scope. You might see
Just
something.
a little hint
You guys out here with the teases and everything. My
can't give
goodness
it all
gracious.
away. Come
Every time. All right, folks. Well, we'll be back with more Warzone coverage, including talking about Battle Royale updates, ranked play, and more. But for now, though, let's send it over to our casters for some brand new gameplay of Resurgence maps, Area 99. Fellas, take it away.
Thank you very much, Alex. Area 99 is a mere moments away, but myself and Chris, raring to go.
Yes, I want to dress up as a mannequin, though.
Ooh,
Just
imagine
random
that, a mannequin
comment.
skin. Well, folks, we've got some very, very exciting news for you. That's right, folks. Welcome back to the Castle Circle, Miles and Puckett, and we are welcoming you right now to the TCL Power Hour. For those of you who are here last year, you know what it's all about, but during this next hour, we'll have our creators try to complete these 9 challenges while in the middle of the Battle Royale. These 9 challenges would come with 9 opportunities for you at home to win a 65-inch TCL TV. 9 of them.
65 inches?
65 inches and 9 chances to win 9 TVs.
I like these different challenges. This is going to make the gameplay extra spicy if it wasn't enough. And also, if you want to be involved, use hashtag CODNext and hashtag TCLXCOD sweepstakes to enter. Check out the full rules below. Make sure you're doing it right, Miles.
Oh, let's get to the game, Chris. We've got a whole lot of action to get through. Area 99, folks. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Honestly, can't wait, Chris.
Hey, it's gonna be
Mannequins.
great.
Imagine a mannequin skin. That would be a very, very
I'm trying to
interesting
get
thing.
it like in week 1. It might take till season 2, but I mean, who doesn't want to dress up?
I do. Look, the idea of a new Warzone map is incredibly exciting to me. I've been so pumped for this.
How do I get up?
So
you got a
many
chance,
talented gamers here as well. I was just looking around to see who would be in our lobbies. This should be fun.
Yeah, we had a chance to. I stood behind Shotzi for a while. Got to watch him running around. A little bit of trash talk. I was told to run across the stage and unplug Iceman Isaac's setup, and I wasn't going to do that. I wasn't going to do that, Chris. I'm not that guy.
No. And we should remind everybody, Stephanie said this a few times, this is just alpha. We're going to see an even more polished version by the time you get your hands on it. But, Miles, you and I saw this last night. We had it just a few hours into it. What did you like most when you were playing?
I mean, it sounds like quite a cop-out, Chris, but I just love the idea that a single map from Black Ops history can inspire this huge play space. The idea that we're going like the home of Nuketown. There's this weird sort of like nuclear family feeling going on. There's mannequins being built. There's all sorts of cool stuff. It's just very exciting.
10 different POIs, and yet we can see, of course, all of our players bounce around to different ones. They said what's going to be the hot drop, maybe manufacturing. I think it's going to be Nuketown shipping, though. Everyone just wants to go to the place that has Nuketown in the name.
Yeah, right. I also love the idea that there is a sort of floating part of the Nuketown map above everyone. To me, it's just such a cool idea to, show a little bit of homage. I know you can look out across the desert it. And in the distance, there is, you know, the OG Nuketown, which, let's face it, Chris, is going to be in this game somewhere, right?
Absolutely. I do have to say, Ghost, if you're watching this one, my boy Knight did not make it to COD Next this year. I personally want to vouch for this guy after watching him play for Twisted Minds. Knight is a Resurgence monster, and he refuses to play the big maps. He's like, Resurgence is my home. Why leave?
Why leave? And again, the idea that this one is a similar size to Rebirth Island, very, very exciting. So again, you've seen the top-down view, you're seeing some of the action at home, you know what you're getting yourself into, folks. It should be a fantastic time. And the whole time, Chris, we've barely brought it up. The entire feeling of like Omni movement being in there, Brad is getting involved, lovely bit of work there with the Tanto 22, and he goes down, but look, a smile on his face and a heart full of joy.
Yeah, maybe you'll come back here in about 17 seconds, Bradders. Excited to have you with us here in DC. One of our 250 creators all playing Black Ops 6 for the first time. Let's take a look, though, at some of the other screens. It looks like Ocean Ops is continuing to dominate. His teammate fell, but Ocean Ops going to keep slaying out.
That's a lovely top-down look. Reactor, obviously the highest point of the map here.
To the pods.
The pods, boy. To the pods. Dive.
Are you a green pod or blue pod guy?
I think I'd be I'd quite like to look at that purpley pod.
You're a purple podder.
Although the yellow pod looks like the tallest one. And these sort of, these habitation locations for the staff here at Area 99. Let's have a quick look and see how it looks on the inside. Cool, look at this. Better than my place in LA.
Bigger than my New York City apartment as well. Well done, Future.
Well done, Bleak Future. This love is atom punk vibe, plates, you name it. All the goodies you would expect from Warzone, and of course, brand new weapons here in Black Ops 6. See some dives, mate. Come on.
I was going to say,
you've been doing it all day, brothers.
Decent ground loot as well. Every gun you pick up feels like you can do damage with it. There was very few items that I was like, oh, this is never getting used.
A lot of nice shots there. Aim Brot taken down.
And J-God's in this lobby I just saw. Can we get a J-God screen up here?
He's on his team, man.
One of the legends, of course, of content when it comes to Warzone. If you ever want an update, you go to his channel. He's going to tell you what the meta weapon is, what to be doing in-game. He's a family man as well. Always
family
entertaining.
Man. Oh, very indeed a family man. A man who loves to pick about his own gameplay. But once again, where are we going, folks? Where are we dropping? What's the game plan?
This is what happened. We had a good game going. We already
had a good game going.
Yep.
Break it down for us, J-God.
Now we're like on Regain Central.
Now we're on Regain Central.
Yep, okay.
I mean, Ocean's patrolling the rooftops, making sure he's got a safe landing. Is there any gear up here? That's going to help out.
Certainly going to help. That's a full squad mark.
So we got that. Vest.
I love the narration of his own gameplay. Keeping the chat involved for maybe those who are driving or not necessarily paying too much attention to what they're seeing.
Instant YouTube video, you know? Why make edits? Oh, it's quick looking at loot, dude.
He's trying to figure out the new pickups. Oh, okay, this is the armor satchel. What's this? Someone's shooting him in the back. I'm trying to make a YouTube video over here, mate.
Trying to read. All right, now we did get the reinforcement flare. That is going to be massive. Anyone who plays Resurgence already familiar with that aspect. But basically, you can get your buddies back extra fast, extra easily.
Well, another absolute demon in the Warzone world, Lucky Shamu. And listen to the comms already. Rooftop on ping. They're doing their absolute best, folks. Running through. That's a squad wipe. There's a nice gold highlight there. Another change again to the user interface here on Black Ops 6.
And unfortunately, Espresso still looking over Shamu's body. He's not happy about it. We got to go over to Biffle, though. This guy, I think right now, if it's not Shifty, Biffle is the best player to ever touch Warzone.
I mean, we saw it. Repulse giving him the little goat statue with damn good reason. Watching his Ames 85 here, one of the new assault rifles in BO6. Nameless giving it a lot of love in one of our pre-match segments. Big AR guy, bro.
I love this gun. It's absolutely amazing. And getting to see Biffle run it, he's going to do some things that I just can't do, so this is exciting.
And, of course, showcasing the new movement. How do you get to high ground? What's the head? He doesn't matter what armor you have. He has better aim, and that is another one added to the pile. You look at, is that 17 already?
Yeah, oh yeah, 17. That's the top right-hand side of the screen. His elimination count. 6 players remaining in the game as well, Chris. We are looking at a very, very late match here.
They popped the UAV. They know at least where 4 of them are, and this is just hunting time. This is what these boys do.
Well, he's got his dedicated melee out. Does he have any idea? Does he have any idea that this is going to be a moment in the DCL Power Hour? looks like someone's going to get a TV.
Chauncey's coming on in, and here comes the revives as well. We love Power Hour. Once again, if you're just joining in, we have 9 65-inch televisions to dish out. All you got to do, hang out and throw up some hashtags.
Double ball back.
A little quick look at the cluster munitions, cluster strike. That's an absolute classic, a staple from the Warzone world.
Live.
Good shots. Couple of
beams.
tags. Not an easy thing to do.
Yeah, still dialing in the XM4. This might not be the final build.
Yeah, it might not be. Who knows, though? I mean, again, our players, they didn't necessarily have time to create their own custom classes, but what they picked up, they're all very solid, you know?
No, they're going into zone. They're going into zone.
They got money for days calling out the rotation. Biffle, I don't think so, he says. Ending your map a little bit early, and now they've got numbers advantage.
That player does get the revive, so a couple more folks coming back in. This game is not over yet, but Biffle, 18, looking for number 19. These shots are sensational with the ground loot.
I love what we're seeing here. The communication is perfect. Always know where their enemies are. They've got them pinged on the map. And Biffle on the flank is going to get caught out here. Goes for the in-system reach out. You can't hit the movement, baby.
He's getting down. His teammates hitting the assassination. And that is that, folks. Your first Area 99 victory. Biffle and the boys.
Let's watch it one more time. This is Repulse's perspective. The podcast GOAT right now, and you can see they're dropping a 51 bomb as a squad. Welcome to Resurgence here in Black Ops 6.
That's not a bad place to be. Well, GG's there, folks. A very, very exciting look. Very, very exciting look there to start things off. What an unbelievable run. 51. We'll see if anyone can beat that during the day.
A quite delectable bite of Warzone action right there, Miles. And you can't ask for a better ending. We have so many studs, though, in the building, so many fantastic players, and all of these players are live on their personal channels. So go find your favorite in addition to watching the main broadcast.
In addition to watching the main broadcast, a little birdie has just told me that Lottie is on the floor with a very special guest. Lottie.
Go Cowboys.
Thank you so much, fellas. We're actually heading over right now, aren't we, RG3, to Tim the Tatman for a From the Chair interview presented by Herman Miller. Tim, first of all, welcome to COD Next. Lovely to see you. How are you liking Area 99?
So far, loving it. Didn't fully get to dive into it just yet, but, I'm a slow learner, so hoping a couple more games and I'll be able to, compete with some of these other pros around here, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's I say that every time I start playing.
Yeah, that's me, bro. That's me.
But Tim, just for you, 4 years waiting for this game to come out. They've been putting it to develop, the longest ever between Black Ops games. What are you looking most forward to?
I think for me personally, it's definitely that Omni movement, and it's literally flipped the game on its head. Like, I didn't know what to expect before coming here, and now being here and playing it, it really is like, you can't, like, I'm going to go back and play the old COD, and it's going to feel so different compared to what I was playing here. So that, hands down, that's hands down what I was most looking forward to, like, trying out and running with, so.
100%. I mean, sometimes it's really the little things, isn't it, that makes such a big difference. And speaking of little things, what is that on your desk, Tim?
Well, so, RG3, I saw that you had one of the largest croissants ever in Paris, and so what I did was I tried to find the smallest one I could possibly find for you.
Oh, my God.
You're welcome.
Tim,
don't
you
eat all in
shouldn't
one
have.
bite. You know what I mean?
My long lost love right here. You know what? Only thing that's missing is my wife, so I might as well eat it, right?
Oh, that would have been.
But my teeth are too big. Fortunately, my teeth are too big.
That's all right. It happens to the best of us. But love that so much, Tim. Thank you so much. And best of luck in all your future games, mate.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I need it. I'm starting to cook a little bit, you know.
He's cooking. Tim's cooking at COD Next, and only here, folks. Casters is back over to you.
Thank you very much, Lloyd. Well, I'm joined back on stage now with some very, very special guests with a very special announcement about the Call of Duty League's Endowment Black Ops 6 pack. I'm here now with former Navy SEAL and current Performance Capture Director at Treyarch. I'm here with Mikael Vega. Sir, an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah, of course. We're here with a very exciting announcement today. The Call of Duty Endowment Tracer Pack will launch October 25th for Call of Duty Black Ops 6. It was inspired by and created in close collaboration with former UK Special Forces operators who are here with us today on behalf of Through Dark, a British apparel company founded on the principle that veterans are cut from a very special cloth. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thanks, Mikael. How's it going? Thanks.
Can you tell us a little bit about the inspiration behind the Endeavour Pack?
Yeah, so we've spent the majority of our military careers within UK Special Forces, and in this time we live by the mantra, endeavour through adversity.
This experience, however, is not reserved for the military elite. It is universal and human. We all encounter hardship in our own lives in our own way.
Ain't that the truth? And how did this collaboration with the Call of Duty Endowment come about?
So like the best of plans, interests were aligned from the beginning. As military veterans, the mission of the Call of Duty Endowment resonates deeply with our own brand of beliefs. So developing the Call of Duty Endowment's first ever UK operator skin, knowing our efforts would directly follow veterans across the UK, US seeking meaningful employment.
As you mentioned, this is the first UK operator skin. What does it mean to be a part of that milestone as UK veterans?
Well, our ethos as Royal Marine Commandos of the Special Boat Service is inextricably woven throughout this pack. From the operator kit to the loadouts and pack essentials, our goal was to create something unquestionably authentic. As proceeds from sales of this pack will employ veterans in both the US and UK, it is incredibly humbling knowing that we get to continue serving the community we all came from.
What can our players look forward to most as they await the launch of this pack?
So our hope is that players recognize that the good they will do by purchasing this pack to help the veterans. Without giving too much away, I'd advise other players to watch their backs, check the corners, and stay away from the water once this pack is live.
While a picture is worth 1,000 words, we would like to leave you all with just one: Endeavor.
Well, there you have it, folks. The very first look at the Call of Duty Endowment Endeavor Tracer Pack. For a deeper dive into the pack components and more first looks, be sure to tune in to the Call of Duty Endowment Bowl immediately following this broadcast, where Louis, Foxy, and I will do a deep dive into the pack. And be sure to get the pack on October 25th when it launches for Call of Duty Black Ops 6 and join more than 3.5 million players who have outfitted their Call of Duty operators with endowment items to help us place more veterans into great jobs. We can't do what we do without your support. Thank you both for joining us today. Cheers, mate.
Brilliant. Thanks, man.
Let's get back to gaming.
Thank you very much, James. What a wicked announcement. Very, very special. We do have much more gameplay here at Call of Duty Next. You can grab the Endeavor Pack October 25th when it all comes into the store. Thank you very much again, James. Absolutely brilliant stuff.
Thank you.
Back over to Tim, the Tap Man. And Tim's actually looking very good. I'm also waiting for my partner in crime, Christopher Puckett, to re-emerge. But for now, folks, you've just got me. What a day we've had so far here at Call of Duty Next. It has been a very, very good time. On board with Timmy, enjoying himself a little bit of time out here in Area 99. Buzz and Legion, Chris, what a squad.
This is a team. I like what we're going to see here. It's been a competition between Tim and Legion to see who can have the most ridiculous clips. I think Legion's had more time alive.
Well, look, that certainly helps. Legion, though, just going down there. We're seeing on the left-hand side of the screen. And it looks like Tim has opted for a different HUD as well. Now, this is something we're going to be talking about plenty. A massive, massive change here. Doesn't just affect MP, doesn't just affect zombies, because all of the HUDs are different, Chris. I mean, so you've got the ability to really customize your game depending on what you're playing.
And some of the perks are going to have an effect on your UI as well throughout this one. You can see Legion having a tough time saying, Tim, I'm good, I'm good. He's not good. Don't go for that revive right now. That's going to cost the squad. Can Butters keep him in it?
Bro. Butters can definitely keep him in it.
She was popping off in zombies. I went by, was not squatting up. She was going solo, and she was into the deep rounds.
We got a decent loadout here. I mean, decent gear. We've got no plates, though, for Butters.
Care package? Come on now.
No, she's got the squad covered. Absolutely love that there. Legion, of course, and Tim, they're now coming back in. We'll see if our team of heroes and heroines can keep things rolling.
The lads are here.
Let's see what we got.
Let's see what we got. Ooh, that's not bad.
That's a legendary looking. We got XM4. We got ourselves a big old
Sophie
snapper
Ryan,
rifle.
little tracker.
That's a lovely care package.
And it's just going to be a moment to loot up for the squad. Can we go? Thank you. We are going to some people ready to frag out, and this squad is devastating. Iceman Isaac, the Strat Wizard, alongside Teep and Jowo, the Movement King, showing you how he's going to survive in the new game modes.
Of course, the first map we saw a 51 bomb from Biffle's team. Now we're watching the boys on the other side. Yui there, pop by Iceman Isaac. And again, a lot of the things are going to be very familiar to you. If you're a Warzone player, you're going to be carrying across a lot of information. Yeah, it's a new game and there's new things there, but a lot of those familiar entities, Chris, are going to exist. Like certain elements of the store. You know, we've got a new backpack system. The backpack's gone, so that's a big change. That, I mean, I'm looking for players who show me the UI, man. Come on.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of POIs, I'll tell you that. This crew is moving teeth, though. In a little bit of trouble. Can Joe get some help? You look at the mini-map. They're going for the divide and conquer strategy. No one within about 1,000 meters. I've measured the map a lot.
1,000. An entire 1,000. Joe's back in 5. Meanwhile, his teammate Iceman Isaac doing everything they can to stay on the move. A little bit of points there. Again, you are a very slight reward, Chris, for not being a camper.
And high ground, of course, is always crucial anytime you're playing here in Resurgence. You got to look out for the folks dropping above you. But let's go over to Destroy. This guy plays with so much confidence, and he is a momentum gamer. So when he is rolling, it's so hard to stop this.
So watching that Omni movement, seeing the way he's able to sprint left, right there, get right back into that fight. He evades a bit of action, gets himself into it immediately, and now he's on the prowl. And again, what a familiar look here. We're in one of the Nuketown houses here. We're missing a couple of mannequins and a couple of pieces of furniture, but it's just so cool to see these places in this final circle.
Waiting for the skies to clear, unable to use his strike, and he is going to get run up on. Trouble for Team Destroy. Let's go over to Shifty and Hisoka, though. 2/3 of the Falcon squad that just dominated at EWC.
Oh, these boys, they got GOAT status approved. Here comes Evan. Hisoka on the long-range Overwatch. Big tags, nearly perfect shots. Wow. Even here on BO6, he's shooting hot.
Ripping through that body armor, and you can see they are just hunting at this point. They are going for a high score. Repulsing crew dropping 51 as a team.
UAV, we're looking for an advanced UAV in a moment. Yeah, there it is, advanced UAV. Pop 3, get the advanced. And now you're in serious trouble. Hisoka on the prowl here in the lobby. Precision airstrike on its way.
Once again, all these players are live. Go check out their individual point of view, especially this one. If you are the in-game leader, if you're the one calling out rotations for your squad, there's no one better than Hisoka. He has been a difference maker when it comes to endgame.
I think I watched Hisoka win the Warzone World Cup way back in 21, 22, something like that. Another precision there for Hisoka. Precision go Burt, quite literally. Think of some new gear by station. Not getting a huge amount of intel there because the player cam blocking the way, but
you can see all these pings. They are all in the same building. Everyone is stacked up right now. They're just taking their time, frying away.
And a classic look here, Chris, at I mean, what feels like a map that we may have been on, you know, if in the past, because of the sort of the feel, the vibe, but at the same time, Area 99, brand new. Can't wait to see more of it.
Absolutely. Let's check back in with our TCL Power Hour to see how we're doing so far.
Right now, our creators are trying to compete with these 9 challenges while in the middle of this battle royale. We've got a couple of them that are done. There we go. Dedicated melee done. Gunfighter wildcard elimination. Can we get that? And a combat axe, Chris. We've given away some TVs.
We need to see the combat axe elimination. 7 televisions already awarded. 2 more to go. And that gunfighter wildcard. That's going to be tough for us to track, but we're doing our best. We got admins all over the place.
I was going to say, that's not our job, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, tweet hashtag CODNext and hashtag TCLXCOD sweepstakes to enter. The full rules are below, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go to a quick break, but don't go anywhere. More Warzone action right after this.
Play like a pro on a big screen TV up to 98 inches from TCL, the official TV of Call of Duty. Share the wins. Elgato, the official streaming partner of Call of Duty. AMD, official CPU and GPU partner of Call of Duty Next. Herman Miller Gaming is happy to be the chair provider for Call of Duty Next. Today's players are sitting in Herman Miller Gaming embodied chairs. Check out which gaming chair is best for you at hermanmiller.com/gaming. Triumph, official motorcycle partner of Black Ops 6. Customize your typing. Drop, the official keycap partner of Call of Duty.
Doesn't matter what weapon switch on, Lady Biffle are your champions. Here shortly pushes the fight. No!
Warzone players of all time.
Welcome back to Call of Duty Next. I'm Miles, this is Puckett, and if you're just tuning in, we're watching live gameplay of the new Resurgence map, Area 99. But what you just saw was a little bit of a teaser for the upcoming World Series of Warzone Finals. We're going to Vegas, baby.
It's going to be so sick. A live competition at its best. You're going to see a lot of these familiar names that are here for Black Ops 6 today, competing for serious money.
Serious cash and a lot of love there. But Area 99, we're going back in, Chris. We've got lots to see still. Jowo, we gave him some love earlier. Let's give him some more love now.
Okay, and already he is pushing for double-digit eliminations. They're just murking their way through the lobby.
Yep.
Once again, the highest we saw was Repulse and crew. They dropped some 50 bombs as a trio. What can this team put together?
I mean, this is also a very, very strong team. Iceman, Isaac, Jowo, staples of the Warzone world. If you've never watched them before, I mean, feast your eyes on 3 absolute monsters. And there's a lot of monsters in this play, Chris. DC's bumping.
Jowo going for the selfie. Shouldn't be a problem, or is it? Nope, he gets run up on. As you can take a look at everybody playing here. What's up, everybody? This is Washington, D.C. This is Call of Duty Black Ops 6, and you are looking at some new fun that we are seeing on the big stage.
Dr. Lupo breaking the Hippocratic Oath and trying to find some kills over here in Area 99. He's the player on the right-hand side of your screen. That is some laser focus. The shot's not enough, though, as the high ground will be his downfall. Seriously, though, it's an unbelievable experience here at COD Next. Again, we wish you could join us, but quite frankly, we don't have the space because we've got 215 creators in here, Chris.
I was like, can I bring my wife and kid? They're like, no room for anyone but workers, and for good reason. I understand it now that we filled this place up. And I'm looking through here. I was just noticing the rest of Dr. Lupo's lobby. Team Summertime. Blake's out on his own, but that was George playing with Hitch. Love to see it.
Zogoro now on your screen. We saw him hitting some sweet snipes in the multiplayer segment. Now the same thing. Oh, that was so close. Wouldn't that have been ideal, folks? But yeah, snipes here in the world of Warzone, obviously a big deal. Nice shot. Chrissy goes down. And now the pressure applied. That's going to be the precision. I mean, it's like, it's just all the makings of a good Warzone map, Chris. We've got some nice high ground to play with here. We've got ourselves these great big open spaces, a lot of lovely transitional elements, like a laneway from POI to POI, and secret tunnels.
Absolutely. You may be familiar with this weapon. It's gone by the name of the Ames 85. You can see the new sniper, the LR762.
Bang,
also here, as Zog is fully loaded, ready to unleash some fury, just waiting for challengers to potentially be dropping back in. Here's his first opportunity.
I mean, that's the gorgeous thing about Resurgence, right? I mean, you've got to make sure you keep your team alive at this point in time. Again, some nice changes there to the user interface. We're going to keep bringing this up, folks. These are the new elements here in Black Ops 6. Lovely looks there across the board. As everyone's got a little different vibe. Some of the mini-maps are square, some of them are round, some of them are at the bottom of the screen, right above that sort of bearing tape. Very, very exciting stuff here at Zogoro. Not that exciting as he just waits to get back into the game. But Timothy Tatman, what have you got?
Let's see it, Timmy. Self-revive, smart. Focus on yourself. Go for a little strike damage. Precision. It's definitely good commit.
Tim's wearing the Warden skin.
I can precision it, hang on.
And that voice line was great. Requesting recon. Precision strike incoming.
This is how you push the pod, Miles.
The pod's
you
getting
blow
absolutely
it up,
getting
push
pounded.
up to the fence.
The pod's being pulverized right now. Go on, Tim. Be brave, Tim.
This is a tough final circle to go against.
The world is watching.
More free points falling in if he can hit the shots. The burst not quite clean enough.
That's a fun weapon. That's the SWAT 556. A bit of a burst weapon here in BO6. Plenty of love, though. Oh, guys, there's just so much. There's so much to get through still, and we're talking Warzone. There's no better folks to talk about Warzone than the guys on the desk right now.
Welcome back to the desk. We are thrilled to have Raven and Treyarch joining us now to talk about Call of Duty Warzone and some of the key updates that will be coming to us in Season 1. I'm excited to welcome to the desk Pete Actipes, Lawrence Metten, and Ted Timmons. Guys, the excitement in here over Area 99 and some of the gameplay we've seen has been awesome so far.
Yeah, you guys having fun?
Oh, this is fantastic.
I wanna, let's loosen up a little bit over here. Let's chill out a bit. I saw Ted walk out. He was taking pictures, posting online.
Ted's been taking selfies, you know. The rest
Ted's
of
been
us are
walking
just
around
here.
with a was it a disposable camera?
You got to do it for the gram, right?
You got to do it for the gram. That's how you know we're in the 90s. All right, well, gentlemen, we have had a chance to cover a lot of the global systems that we're going to be seeing in Black Ops 6 today. Of course, that includes Omni Movement. Said it like 1,500 times now, and for good reason, because it really is a big deal, and it is coming to Warzone. We've seen some incredible moments there, Pete. I mean, really, this has just changed the way that we play the game.
Absolutely. So for this year, our core design pillars really revolve around fluidity, simplification of systems, and player agency. So when we heard about Treyarch's global systems coming this year to Black Ops 6, we were really excited about the play potential that this could bring to Warzone, specifically with Omni Movement, right? So if you think about it, just having the ability to dive, slide, and sprint in any direction, it's a real game changer. It's going to add a new dynamic element to the way players will engage in the combat. We've already seen a ton of clips in multiplayer. We've seen it in the first match already. Like, it's just going to go bananas.
It's basically just the way I'm going to lose all my ones, just because of Omni Movement. I'm telling you, it's like I'm going to get absolutely cooked. I can't wait to get cooked though.
The Omni Movement is just one of the many systems coming from Black Ops 6. You talked about the global systems. And one of the most exciting new features that will be debuting across the titles are global weapon builds. Lawrence, you mentioned this earlier in the multiplayer section. This is a huge quality of life change. What does it mean for players?
Yeah, so global weapon builds make it easier than ever to create and maintain and access your weapons wherever you play, whether it's multiplayer, zombies, or Warzone. Every gun you create in Black Ops 6 or Warzone is a global weapon build by default and connected everywhere you can use it. So you can slot it into a loadout. If you make an edit to that global weapon build, it applies everywhere it's equipped.
Amazing.
No longer going in one by one, loadout by loadout, and keeping your guns up to date. Global weapon builds also exist outside of loadouts. So if you swap, let's say, your short-range XM4 build out of a loadout in exchange for maybe a Tanto SMG, but you can go back to that XM4 at any time. It's a permanent creation, and really makes it easier than ever for players to maintain their guns. And if you're that player who jumps into Black Ops 6 at launch, has your favorite guns, has your favorite weapon builds, when Season 1 drops and the Warzone integration happens, you can easily bring over all of those guns.
That's huge.
Super easily.
I think
absolutely huge.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned Tanto XM. I feel like that's might be the meta in the room at the moment, ironically. But
I know, it's great. You're hearing everyone talk about it. It's wild. But now we have a lot of things that are coming, over as part of, the shared experience that we're going to be seeing with Black Ops 6. And there are going to be a few specific things as well that we're going to be seeing, like perks and loadouts. They're going to be working a little bit differently, in Warzone. So, Pete, why don't you just take us through that, how that's going to play out, how that's going to look for the players?
Yeah, there's quite a few changes happening this year with terms of loadouts.
Okay.
First and foremost, wildcards are coming to Warzone.
Ooh.
We're really excited about this because we really feel that this is going to be disruptive in a good way to how players kind of strategize and think about which loadouts to take and how they build them. So the two that we're showing off today are Overkill and Gunfighter. So Overkill is back. Used to be a perk, but now it is a classic, and this time it lives on as a wild card. So for those that don't know, Overkill allows you to take 2 primary weapons with 5 attachments on it. You might want to do that. Like, there might be an engagement that you might want to get into, and you have an AR, SMG, sniper, shotgun, whatever suits your fancy. You can make that choice right there and then. But if you don't want to do that, we're also showing off another wild card today, and that's Gunfighter. Gunfighter allows you to have 1 primary weapon and 1 pistol, and the primary weapon can have up to 8 attachments. So if you really think about it, if you take the right kind of weapon and put on the right type of attachments on it, that might be the thing that turns the tide in a fight.
I have a feeling a lot of people are going to use Gunfighter.
Absolutely. We also have more that's coming, and we'll talk about those as we get closer to launch.
For sure.
Those wild cards are going to be built specifically for Warzone in mind.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's cool.
So more coming as we look to the live seasons post-launch. But Ted, one of the things you've done is actually revisit some of the underutilized perks and, kind of look at how we might use them for this chapter.
Yeah, so our design team looked at the equip rates of all of the perks over the last year and just how players have used them. And we've taken what would previously have been bottom tier perks, clearly not much value.
Yeah.
Combine some of them together. Some examples being, we took Combat Scout and Tracker. So for anyone who's familiar with it, Combat Scout is when you hit someone, you ping them, and we've combined them together just to be Tracker, because it felt like it's really the same play style, same player motivation. But we think the one that everyone in here is going to love, it's got a new name, Sprinter, and we basically combined what would be movement perks from the previous game.
Yeah.
So things like double time. There's a perk that we have in the game at the moment where when you're downed, you move quicker. And then on top of that, we've added infinite attack sprint.
Oh, boy.
So we think that's going to be a huge pick rate. And in the pre-brief, when we talked to some of the creators, the eruption for that piece was just phenomenal. So.
With Omni movement on top of all of that, we're going to see some pretty exciting movement in the game. But Lawrence, one quick thing I want to touch on. Classic Prestige coming to Warzone. This is new for us.
Yeah, so Classic Prestige in Black Ops 6 is truly a global system. Whether you're playing multiplayer, zombies, or Warzone, you're earning XP towards your next Prestige. And we've never had Classic Prestige in Warzone. It's a first for the franchise. Really excited to see how Warzone players engage with the system.
Wow. I'm the fact that Prestige is just going to be there in general and keep things going. I don't have to worry about going to one area. I'm stoked. I'm in. This is great. This is great.
And it's not the only thing that we have in Warzone, because for the very first time, Warzone is getting its own dedicated camo
Are you serious?
track. Lawrence, we're pumped about this. We're seeing these mastery camos right here. They're sick.
Yeah, so I mean, as you guys have been seeing through the broadcast, we've been going big with mastery camos this year. We have an updated camo system, and for the first time ever in Warzone, you will have dedicated camos you can only earn in Warzone. Camo challenges geared towards things you can do in Warzone. This is your first look at Abyss.
Sick.
It's dynamic. It changes when you shoot it. Four all new mastery camos that we've never had before can only be earned in Warzone.
Yeah, I love all the dynamic camos that we've been seeing here. Really creative, just fun. You know, always a little special thing you get when you shoot your gun and you see colorful things pop up. You know, it's a nice feeling. It's a nice feeling. All right, now we have a lot to be excited for in this chapter, but especially in terms of what's going to be coming with Black Ops 6 here. But you know what? I like new features. What could we be expecting here coming to Warzone in regards to like new features here? Who wants to take it?
So the big one, it's like a new old one. There's no more backpack.
Oh, okay.
So this will be a huge change to the way that the game is played. We really reflected on the last 3 years, and I'm not kidding. We had like a 3-day design meeting on the backpack. And it just gave us an opportunity to look at the history of Warzone today, and we really felt that with all this fluidity that's coming in with this brand new Black Ops 6 experience, did we want people like stowing stuff and doing inventory management, or do we just want people to like pick stuff up smoothly, run with it, and just go with it? So we're really excited about this new old play style.
What's old is new again. Yeah, love it.
Always. We see here on screen that with the backpack changes, we're returning to the original armor satchel and also the ammo storage in terms of inventory.
Yeah, and you know, as Pete was saying earlier, this like player agency, fluidity, etc. It just gave us that chance to think about, okay, the backpack had a ton of positives. Some of those were that you could carry more ammo, could carry more armor. So not only have we added the armor satchel that the OGs might remember, there's now this ammo satchel, and the best part is that they're additive. So if you find one, you can pick it up, find another, pick that up, and you're just constantly making yourself better. The same goes for the perks. I don't think we really touched on it too much, but a number of the perks that people can equip in the loadout menu can be found in ground loot.
Oh.
And again, they're all additive.
So they're stackable. You can stack the perks that you're picking up out of the ground loot.
Yeah.
That's also going to change the sandbox.
The satchels with armor and ammo.
And then for the real hardcore players, they're still specialists. So don't worry, there's still the one thing to bind them, I guess. The one perk to bind them.
Don't worry. Yeah, we've got it. We got it. Now, again, there are things we've been introduced to that are coming to Black Ops 6 that are also coming to Warzone. But again, they work a little bit differently in Warzone as a mode. They've been tuned up specifically for the BR Resurgence experience. And one of those things is dedicated melee, Pete.
Yeah, so we're really excited about bringing the dedicated melee back into Warzone. So this is a new feature that you'll see in your loadout when you go and customize it. The cool thing about this is right on rip, if you drop in, you will have this as part of your default loadout. So once you land, you can equip the dedicated melee by holding the melee button down. The best part about it is when you have it equipped, you will also get unlimited tax sprint.
Oh, snap.
So this is our second way of giving you unlimited tax sprint, right? And what we love about this is now you have more agency, more options and strategy in how you want to play. So if you find yourself in a situation where you need to rotate, if you need to get out of a sticky like combat scenario, or if you want to make a tactical advancement somewhere, you can.
Yeah.
And the cool thing here is once you customize your loadout, you can customize your dedicated melee as well.
That is, I mean, famously, we all know you run faster with a knife out.
Absolutely.
So, you know, that I think goes without saying here. The fact that that's coming in, oh man, I'm stoked. That's so good.
We're looking at some gameplay here, which has been awesome to see everyone playing Resurgence on Area 99. But we got to show off a little bit in multiplayer. We saw some things happening in the winner circle and the MP matches. But Ted, emotes and sprays also coming.
New old.
New old.
You know, we had them in the early days of Warzone, but now it's with a twist. So the emotes are third person.
Okay.
Don't worry. We have made sure there's a slow into and out, so you can't peek.
My man.
Keeping us
My man. Remember those blackout days?
Yes, right. And then when it comes to the sprays, it goes, you know, as Peter was saying earlier about this agency, a big part of agency is that ability to self-express.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I asked Lawrence was, you know, a few years ago at a birthday, my friends and I jumped into Warzone. My squad sprayed me, so Dan, Rich, and Craig, thank you for that. And I ran around looking like a clown. And I asked Lawrence earlier in the week, I was like, can you still spray an operator? And he said,
definitely. Yeah, so, I mean, there wouldn't be sprays back in Warzone without that. If you're like me and you think spraying all your opponents in the Gulag before the Gulag matchup starts gives you an advantage.
That's big brain thinking about that.
It's back.
Tag
you can do it.
I like to tag my targets.
So my next birthday is going to be reliving my old birthday.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, well, Ted, you know, something that it really has always stuck out to me with Raven and the work that you guys do, you guys put a lot of attention toward that quality of life, right? Quality of life updates. What are going to be those for Warzone that the community can really, you know, chop the bit on and get excited for?
Yeah, over the last couple of years, I think the community's really resonated with our quality of life efforts. And I think this year going forward, we've got a massive list for season 1 coming up. But it's also a cross-studio effort. Not only is it Raven and Treyarch, I don't know if our friends at High Moon and Beanox are watching. If you are, like, thank you so much for everything that you do for Warzone. But things like seamless ascenders, seamless horizontal zip lines, again, fluidity, really a real focus. And yeah, we just can't wait to show like the improved inventory, UI, etc., etc. There's a lot.
So much work being put into it.
The patch list is going to be a big one.
Yeah.
So prepare, get a cup of tea, and sit down and read the patch notes when they come out.
Well, you know I love me some patch notes, but speaking of Season 1, we know one thing the community has been asking for, Pete, is the return of Battle Royale ranked play. And we had previously said the end of the year. So I got to ask you, do you have any updates for us?
I sure do. So, you know, we've really evaluated the last few years of what we've been doing with ranked as a system.
Yeah.
We've started out with the foundation, and we like the foundation, but we want to build upon that. So we're happy to like continue our work with Treyarch here and really build upon the infrastructure that's already there. So we're rebalancing and retooling the ranked experience, and we're happy to announce that ranked Battle Royale is coming to Season 1 during Season 1 on Urzikstan.
It's always great. I mean, a lot of great updates coming to ranked play in both multiplayer and Warzone this year. It's always awesome when our ranked play teams at Raven and Treyarch get together and collaborate on a Warzone ranked mode, and really excited to share more as we get closer to launch.
And that means we got all the toys
I'm excited.
from Black Ops 6, like Omni Movement coming to Big Map Ranked.
It's going to change it up.
I mean, honestly, I can't think of anything better. Unreal stuff. I mean, thank you, Ted, Lawrence, Pete. Thank you guys so much for joining us here today. We look forward to the next chapter of what we're going to be seeing in Warzone. Man, I mean, how do you top that? That is wild stuff.
Well, Alex, I got one more thing. And
No way.
before we let you go, here it is. This spring, we'll be celebrating an incredible 5 years of Warzone. And on behalf of all of us who work to bring the Warzone experience to life each day, thank you for playing. It only feels right that to celebrate this milestone, we gotta go back to our roots, which is why I am happy to officially confirm that the iconic 2020 launch map from the original Call of Duty Warzone, Verdansk, will return spring 2025.
Chat's popping off right now. 100%.
Stay tuned for more information on this next year. Casters, back to you.
Whoa! We're back, baby! Oh, the dance, we're going Superstore.
Yeah, we can go Superstore, we can go to Dam, we can go to Hangers, big favor mine.
Yeah. Can we
I'm
be
a big
serious,
Dam
though?
person.
Boneyard? It is so cool for them to be listening to the community and bringing back the favorites. I know a lot of the Warzone players have been talking about this for a minute. Everyone very familiar with the original Warzone map.
Who could forget all that time stuck indoors playing Warzone? Not me, folks, but yeah, a lot of fun. The dance coming back 2025. Get in your calendars, fam. Oh no, FIFA, what happened to you?
Right now,
back to reality.
Area 99 has been the place of the most recent combat. But let's take a look at what's happening here on the big scale. Ali, you've been watching all of these players around. What is your takeaway and resurgence? What's working out there?
I mean, what's working right now is just some of these squads are playing really scared, surprisingly so. I was sat behind Noisy Brothers. She was going to be squatted up over there with Tim the Tatman, and they were on the hunt. They were constantly in fights with Iceman Isaac. Like, where the heck is everybody else? Clearly afraid of the competition.
I will say I'm very happy the old inventory system's back. It's absolutely unbelievable. Also, Satchel's coming back. Like, with Verdansk coming in, you know, these refined, like, old new, as Ted Timmons put it, it just feels so good that these aspects being back in Warzone.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Ain't broke, don't fix it, but if it ain't old, sometimes the new can be old. And you know what I'm excited to see as well? Such a fluid game like this, eliminating the need to sort of take a standstill and hit your backpack is really nice. And I just can't wait.
And honestly, Area 99, like, what's crazy about this is I haven't been a big Warzone player, but this has made me want to load in so bad. As an original COD gamer, as an original Black Ops gamer, always looking forward to the new Nuketown map and multiplayer to see its birthplace put here in the position of Warzone. It looks incredible. And I heard it's a little bit smaller than Rebirth, so you're talking circles, smaller, a lot more people, a lot more engagement.
I'm just watching Swag frag out. They just had a jailbreak over there on the right side of your screen. He is just shooting them out of the sky. Currently, the squad is lighting it up on the leaderboard. We saw a 50 bomb to start the day. Still waiting for a first 60 bomb. Jailbreaks make it possible.
And, you know, I was walking around looking at some of the screens. The late game with the Omni movement is absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
You can peek corners, run around. I think, Miles, you saw they were in one of the classic Nuketown buildings, Nuketown rooms. It just looks so good.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, man. Watching Swag now. Keeping the boys fresh. He's got a couple of UAVs to work with here. Another care package there. Precision. Watch out, folks. Looking at that minimap, it's going to be very,
that was
very
his
hot.
own.
Spicy.
That was his own precision, by the way.
Look at the size of the circle. 18 for Swag in this game alone.
Yeah, you want to watch some fast, frenetic gameplay, as we call it? Swag is a guy to watch. Him and his squad, J Smooth and Chica, trying to get it done here. We're down to the very end. So we're going to see that movement put on full display.
Dude, and this is non-stop. I'm really enjoying that long-range XM4 build, that huge barrel on that thing. He is swinging it so far in.
And you heard them talking about the wild cards, which I think is awesome as well. Primary Gunfighter being able to run 8 attachments. We're going to see some absolutely stacked builds. And some of these weapons are just going to do damage from range.
I just want to see the perks that are stacked. That sounds ridiculous. Be a super soldier.
Yeah, this is a crazy rotation here for Swag. He's got to make his way, he and his team, across the wall here. They got players all around him. UAV in the back pocket still once this one ends. So these guys, they're on the prowl.
Final squad.
If they win this, they will have the advantage going to the next zone.
Oh,
there you go.
Okay.
Oh, that was it.
There they are.
Show us the stats. That was a big one. It might not be 51, Chris. That's the record we've seen so far in the day.
Chica is a monster across multiple BRs. Would not be surprised to see her in the double digits right there with the fellas. And 14 for J Smooth, 21 for Swag, and 10 bomb coming out of Chica. 45 ain't bad at all.
Not bad at all.
Nothing wrong with that, folks.
And they needed that because I saw a tweet from Methods, and he said, I'm just farming these Warzone kids. So the Warzone community needed to turn up here, okay?
Remember
so
the 1v1s, huh? What happened in the 1v1s? How's it? Huh?
That is true. The Warzone community dominated the 1v1s versus our pro players.
I know, I just threw my boy under the bus, but I think like that sometimes. Breadman on the right-hand side of your screen, he's had a great time. One of the players we talked about, Chris, coming in today, like, oh, we want to see him snipe, and we did. It was fun.
Absolutely. Breadman, one of the mouse and keyboard warriors out there. He is so fun to watch. He could just snap on anybody. And I asked him, how does it feel? He's like, honestly, it's taken me a minute to get used to it. but I'm really liking it with a huge smile across his face.
That's what Omni movement looks like, that left to right sprint there. You can see it's a little different, you know, in the animation. And we're talking to the tryout guys, the amount of animation and thousands of different versions of how to run left, how to run right. Yeah. It must be insane.
And speaking of animations, I was standing behind somebody over here on our side of things, and they were testing what it was like to do an animation around the... They were facing a wall, and they did an animation, and they could peek the left and right side of the corners without being seen. So they didn't know if that was purposeful, and they were like, it takes you a second to get into that animation, but once you do, you have an insane peripheral.
And there's a ton of settings to go in and change when it comes to your movement. So when you get your hands on it in the beta this weekend, have some fun. Figure out what works for you.
I'm so ready to stop hitting the sprint button. I'm just going to be sprinting nonstop around this map.
And I'm happy that we're watching Breadman right now because we've seen a lot of controller players, seeing the keyboard players use that Omni movement, how they're going to adjust with it. It's just an evolution.
Breadman, Lula, Kane Brown. We're getting towards the end of this one. 9 players remaining, 4 squads.
True or false, he hits this next shot.
And he's got the combo, the LR and the aims.
He's got and that aims is stacked for range, man. Look at that bad boy.
As you mentioned right now, the wild cards are you can run primary gunfighter.
He hit it.
Attachments,
He
or you
get
can
it.
overkill, which I think he's running overkill, Miles.
Nailed it. I mean, that's a big one. This is a huge moment here. We see another squad win. Watch out for the players up top. Oh, Breadman. He wants it. A man who used to have...
Is he by himself? Where's his teammates at?
Teammates to the right. They have zone. They're securing it for him. He's just trying to play
one-man
cutoff
army right now.
Another down.
He's doing a perfect job.
Double bam!
Triple bam? No, only double.
I like the medals, though.
Got to get out of this. Got to get out of the gas.
Look at the situation they're in. There's 3 buys behind them. They do have money, so
That's
if anybody dies,
crazy.
the buyback is coming in right away, and they have zone. So Breadman and his squad looking like they're going to secure this dub.
Armor box, always nice to have late game here. Keep the squad feeling fresh. Oh, another big rotation. Nearly the same one we saw Swag's team have. So they've got to vacate this low ground, get up over that large bit of wall, and get into the next circle.
Yeah, that's going to be the hardest thing right now is that they know where they are. But with Breadman hitting shots like that, I don't think they really need to worry about it. UAV is still popped, and there is some cracks going in. He'll take some shots himself, and his teammates got to give him some help in this situation.
The rotation is going to pull them back up top, so they have to fight the zone and their opponent. Does he have a gas mask? It doesn't look like it, so he's in a very tough spot as he makes his rotation.
And Kane is following him right through the storm here. Kane Brown popping the UAV could be the game changer here.
It's still a little bit of journey there towards safety. Precision, a dangerous place to be in right now. The circle, though, oh, a bit of high ground. Breadman, this ain't your first rodeo.
I gotta ask, how did they let them get in this position? The enemy team had them in a box in the lower ground, and now they've somehow snuck their way through the gas. They're gonna be on the roofs, and this is, I think, gonna be a 2v2 right now. A couple of gunfights going out, but that circle is still closing in slowly but surely on the enemy team.
Well, he's got the position, and Kane Brown has his 6. Oh, the attacks are out. Can he do it?
Oh, a full concuss.
They know where they are.
Kane down low. Here comes the feed.
That's gonna be one.
Squad wiped.
We got one more to beat.
Got one more.
Kane's pushing in. Let's get aggro, Bread.
It's a 3v2.
Kane down. Kane gets a little bit aggressive. You see Breadman trying to lock
he's
in.
getting the damage from the circle, though.
There's one.
He's got
one left. 1v1.
He knows what he's doing. He said, Kane, go do your thing. Distract him.
39. Well, folks, that is that. That does it for the TCL Power Hour. All challenges complete, which means that 9 lucky folks at home will receive a 65-inch TV. Thank you very much, TCL, by the way. It would be nice, but okay, we'll take that. 4 on the stage would be ideal. We'll be right back, folks, with more after this quick break with